It's the Freedom Sale at Greenway Kia. Central Florida's largest Kia inventory is tariff-free and marked down thousands below MSRP. Qualified buyers, no payments all summer. No payments until next fall. Central Florida, my kids and I have been wanting to see you in a Kia for more than 20 years. Come join our family because we want to see you in a Kia. The Freedom Sale is on now. Click greenwaykias.com or visit us on East Colonial, West Colonial, or 1792 in Longwood.
Negative equity refinanced. Offers subject to lender approval guidelines. Expires 8/15/25.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Hey, everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Rebath Mid-Florida. Man, these guys are awesome at one thing and one thing only, and that is taking your old, tired bathroom out and replacing that with a beautiful bathroom that you have input on. That's right. Their catalog of products is simply amazing. Multiple choices of tubs and sinks and tiles and lighting. It's all right there. No design can't be handled. And even better, right now, 10% off your bathroom remodeling deal. That's right, 10% off. And guys, just so you know, the big box stores use Rebath to install their bathroom jobs because of their great reputation. In business for over 17 years, and if you really want to see what they're all about, visit their showroom, 436 in Altamont, right across from Kobe. You'll walk in and see some models set up. That's not what you're buying. That's just to show you what's possible with their catalog of products and great design ideas. Orlando's only top-to-bottom complete Rebath remodeling company, and they do it right the first time. So take a minute, go to the website, check out the before and afters, and then book your appointment for your brand new bathroom at rebath.com.
In America, we're free to ride wherever the road takes us. That's why we remember those who fought to make this the greatest place on earth. Make your American journey on a new bike from Space Coast Harley-Davidson during the Freedom Riders event. Ride on us for the rest of the year with no money down and no payments until 2026. Discover more at SpaceCoastHarley.com. Ride free from sea to shining sea. Space Coast Harley-Davidson. Let's ride.
It's warm outside, but sizzling inside BJ's Wholesale Club with red-hot summer savings. Enjoy scorching weekly grocery deals like $1 off green grapes and corn with a digital coupon now through July 29th. Not hot enough? Get up to 25% off grocery store prices, plus same-day delivery and curbside pickup. Crank the AC and we'll bring it to you. Then fill up with everyday low prices at BJ's Gas. Not a member? Join now for blistering hot savings every day. BJ's, absurdly simple savings.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Score limited time savings on your favorite snacks and drinks at Wawa. Whether you're craving a refreshing drink or a tasty treat, Wawa has you covered. Enjoy exclusive deals in-store or on the Wawa app, making it easier than ever to fuel your day without breaking the bank. Don't miss out on summer savings, perfect for road trips, beach days, or backyard hangs. Savor a summer of savings. Gotta have a Wawa.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. C-R-E-D-I-T. Credit. That's credit. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers.
News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and Ghislaine.
It is Thursday, July 24th, 2025. Lots to get to today. From South Park targets Trump to Sharon Osbourne talks about Ozzy's death, and Candace Owens responds to the French president's lawsuit. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, Ghislaine.
What's happening?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right in the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Thursday?
Good. It feels Thursday-ish today.
Very much so. I appreciate that.
Staring down the finish line. I feel that. I like that.
Passing
I want
that baton to the weekend almost.
Yeah, we're right here. I can, it's on the horizon, folks. So don't give up on us yet. Don't give up on us yet. We can see it happening. And let's start off as we always do. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to Canada. That's right.
Canada.
It's been a while, Canada. All right, it's been a while, Canada. A little bit of an icy relationship. Canada has come out with an advertisement. All right, Canada. You ever see, like you guys have seen before, where a whole country or a city or anything will do an ad campaign, and they'll be like, "Come to our town."
Yeah, usually I think cities do it most often.
It'll be like, Miami is beautiful this time of year.
Party in the city, the heat is on.
They'll play a little Will Smith in the background. You get jiggy with it, and you buy a ticket, or that's the idea. But in this case, Canada.
I was getting jiggy with it.
Canada has a very interesting new ad, and I don't know. Does this show that something has changed in our relationship with our neighbors to the north? Let's tune in. This is for a place called Eastern Townships, Canada, and here is their welcome ad.
Bonjour, est-ce que je peux vous aider?
Hi, how can I help you?
Sorry, I don't speak French. I'm just visiting.
Well, then welcome to Canada's Eastern Townships. Where are you visiting from?
I'm American.
All right, so he leans over. Where are you visiting from? I'm American.
From America.
I couldn't tell by your cardigan wrapped around your neck.
I didn't bring any whiskey with me. He doesn't want to make any waves in Canada. We got problem. We got beef with Canada. And so he doesn't want to make any waves. And she goes, wait, where are you from?
Sips. Where are you visiting from?
I'm American. I'm American.
Ah, okay.
She reaches under her desk, and there's a red button, which, in my experience, red buttons under the desk. Stuff. Red buttons under the desk launch one of three things.
Closed doors?
You get a Coca-Cola, you call the police, or you get locked in Matt Lauer's room. All right? So, there's not some good and bad options, I would think.
Fires the missiles!
She hits the red button under the desk when he says that he's an American in Canada. It opens up the desk. She hugs him. Come hug it out, it says. Come hug it out.
That's very sweet.
Canada is wanting to hug it out with us, Americans, in the Eastern Townships. Now, I do have a bit of a response.
Of course,
for Canada. I'm not going to the Eastern Townships. I don't even know where you are. All right? I don't even know.
But the money I would pay to replace that man with the cardigan around his neck with you, just to see the reaction of that person hugging you. And there's people you've known for years where you still have that moment where they're hugging you and you don't know what to do with your arms.
If you had to guess a Canadian hug,
you had to guess where the Eastern Townships are.
I'm going to start with East.
Yeah, that's a good start. Yeah,
I'm going to use my brain. I'm going to go over on the east coast of Canada where most of the stuff is, right? Now, obviously, southern Canada, because let's be real, ain't nothing in the north. So I'm going to say right above the northeastern United States.
Right above the northeastern United States.
That's a guess?
All right. Well, you're going to put a pin on this map or what? What the hell?
I don't know.
It's in Quebec,
You
so
have to pay for that.
I think you're kind of accurate.
Eastern Townships, Canada. They need to do. You know what they should have done? Like you do the whole cutesy thing where the American citizen hugs the lady behind the desk, and then show us the map with where you're at.
You were dead on.
Let me see.
Like it's right above Vermont. I don't know how you haven't already. I don't know how you haven't even accidentally been to the Eastern Townships.
That's
embarrassing.
Why this makes sense.
I did not know that. Eastern Townships is right above Vermont, you're saying? Like, okay. It's a big area.
Yeah.
It's a big area. Yeah.
Well, because there's a lot of townships.
Yeah, they're Eastern, too.
A bunch of these townships have all pitched in for one ad. It's a lot of their city budget.
Well, there you go, folks. You can cross the border now. We're still not doing well in the whiskey front there, but you can indeed cross the border into Canada and get a little hug. Get a little hug-a-rooney if you want.
We are happy you are here.
Canadian friends. It got rough there for a while, but hopefully this is a good sign.
And if you continue to go north and you continue to bear east, you can head up to Newfoundland and visit the glorious town of Dildo.
Oh, isn't that where your dad went?
Yes, my dad has.
I went there a couple days ago.
Yeah.
I did not mean that as a shot.
I know. My dad has visited Dildo.
You hadn't gotten to the end of the sentence before I spouted out, because I know that your father has been to Newfoundland.
Yeah,
right? Isn't your family from like Newfoundland or something?
My dad's dad is from Newfoundland. He was born
your
there.
Grandfather
in Tickle Cove.
Excuse me.
Tickle Cove, Dildo.
Tickle Cove and Dildo.
It's also what I call my hoo-ha. Well, this is wild.
That's a real place.
Yeah.
I think I need to go visit.
All right. Okay. There you go, Canada.
Tickle
and just
Cove
in case
and Dildo, Canada.
You were wondering, according to Statistics Canada, and who am I to challenge them? Statistics Canada must know these things.
Yeah, of course.
U.S. tourism to Canada by car has dropped nearly 11% in the month of June. I'm guessing that's year over year. And Canadian tourism to the U.S. by car has dropped by at least 33%. So we're not going back and forth, and they're not coming over here about 3 times more than we're not going over there. So there you go. Well, maybe the icy battle between us and America's hat will thaw somehow. We'll see what happens next. Meanwhile, I don't know if anybody saw this yet, but South Park launched their first episode.
Hey, you guys, it's me.
They agreed to, and let's run some numbers, shall we? Okay, because this is...
I have the calculator ready.
No wonder Stephen Colbert is mad. No wonder he's crying over there. No wonder he's upset. South Park dropped this episode after agreeing to a 5-year, 50-episode, $1.5 billion deal. What does that put them at per episode?
$30 million.
Is it really?
Episode?
50 episodes, $1.5 billion?
Yeah.
Oh my! Is that the biggest television deal?
I don't know. That's big though. 30 mil. I know that other shows like Game of Thrones, some of the episodes would cost a whole bunch of money, and then it would cost more than that and stuff. But $1.5 billion for 50 episodes in 5 years is kind of wild.
But
kind of
wild. I mean, Game of Thrones makes sense as far as costs, production costs, because of all the dragons they had to rent. But South Park, I mean, maybe a couple updates in the technology they use to put it all together.
You're saying this doesn't look expensive to you, or saying?
I'm just saying that it seems like a lot of profits. Oh,
you're saying this doesn't look like a costly venture in the animated world.
I take back everything I said. So they didn't even draw his face; they just use his real face.
Yeah, that's what they do with some of the characters like Saddam Hussein and
David Hasselhoff, I think.
Yeah. South Park, they do make the show pretty quickly. I like those guys. I really like them. I think they're funny dudes. I think they work on a really great level. I think they're generally, what I like to see is just like fairness and going after everybody possible and not caring about it. I think that's the way funny used to be, and there's some of the few people brave enough to still do it. I mean, to the tune of burning down friendships and Isaac Hayes not wanting to be on the show anymore, and
I love anytime there are a handful of like memes or meme videos that once I see it, like I don't even have to hit the speaker on button. I just know exactly what's happening. And one of them is the one from 6 Days to Air, where they're doing the voice recording for the Chinese guy or the Japanese and the Chinese dude, and it's like it'll be some caption that's like, when you and your boys roll into the hibachi restaurant, and it's the dude from South Park voicing the guy, and going, "Oh, hello, how's everybody doing today?" So it's my favorite.
Which it's hilarious to compare it with things that happen, like with Family Guy and The Simpsons, and they took all these. They were like, "Oh, Pooh is voiced by a white guy," and then you cut over to South Park, and they're like, "Hello," just the opposite.
Do you know
direction.
China and Japan are two different countries?
My favorite is the actual footage of, I forget whose, Trey or Matt's daughter.
Yeah.
The little girl. Yeah.
Where I'm like, okay, that is legitimately a child
You're a pussy,
cursing.
Dad.
Yeah, exactly. And she's like, say it a little bit more, but really emphasis on the pussy part.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I really need you to hit that. When you say it, I want to feel it, okay?
What?
It's weird to be a kid doing stuff like that, I bet. But how fun afterwards.
Rich kid,
How
though.
fun. Oh, God. Yeah, they're so rich.
I want that for Jackson, guys. I just want.
Yeah, I can arrange it. We can have them do some voiceovers.
This is the time to teach them the bad words, Celine.
Good news is we've got a new advertiser. The bad news is they want to say all of the curse words. This is the first ad campaign. Folks, if you'd like Jackson in your ad read for your company, you want to go.
How much are you willing to pay?
Totally Skywall. We can arrange this possibly. But the South Park episode aired season 27 after 2.5-year hiatus, and after the news about Stephen Colbert's show.
Does the 2.5 years, was that including some of the specials they did, the streaming specials, or
it must not? Now that you say that,
has
right?
it been 2.5 years since the last streaming special?
Boy, it doesn't seem like it has been. I
feel like there was something.
In the last 2.5 years, like, I would be very surprised. I might be wrong, but I would be very surprised if it included that, because I think we've gotten something from South Park. Maybe we haven't. I don't know. The last 2.5 years, I feel like we've gotten something though. But they launched their first episode. They're lit up with $1.5 billion in Paramount cash.
Angel was just telling me it was fantastic.
They decided, they were like, we got to take heed here. We heard that you cannot go after President Trump. You are not allowed to make any jokes at the president's expense. And so they did not do that. They only said no. Of course, they did what South Park does. And even though Jon Stewart screams, "We got to yell truth to power. We can't cave during these tough times." It's like, well, maybe, just maybe, it's not about the words that are said. It's about where they're coming from and how much money those operations are bringing in. And here's how they treated Trump over on South Park for the premiere.
Mr. President, a lot of your supporters are starting to turn against you. Hey, tell them to take a rest. Sir, can you please talk to them? They're really riled up. All right, give me that.
All right, I do want to say that is Saddam Hussein's voice. Maybe that's on purpose, but like, they didn't even change the voice.
They also, and it's weird to
the budget. They don't have a lot of money to
maybe not
change the voices.
It's weird. Well, they could have easily plucked any person that does a decent enough Trump, but that's not what they're into. I think they've made him Canadian.
I think they. No, they did. They did. Yeah.
His head separates. That's South Park, classic South Park for Canada.
Right.
And his earlier you saw his fists and they were all blocky. And they're like blockier than the American people. So
so they're doing a little.
They're taking a shot at him by making him Canadian. See, that's right, because there's another part here. Wow.
Hey, relax, guy.
Yeah, hi. What do you think you're doing? Our children are being told that they have to sit with Jesus at lunchtime?
Listen, buddy, you just need to relax. All this protesting makes me look bad. Just take a rest.
Well, no, we're not going to give it a rest. All the people here in South Park want some goddamn answers.
Ooh, sorry for the language. I thought they weren't supposed to do any of this. I thought they weren't supposed to go after Trump.
Yeah, that was part of the deal. We will give you an extra $1 billion to stop with the language, please.
Well, stop with all of this stuff. You need to be an inoffensive little husk of yourself.
Well, I think what'll be hilarious, has Trump truthed out anything in response to South Park yet? Well, no. Here's the thing. When he does this, though, when he goes after NBC or specifically Saturday Night Live, when he goes after the late night hosts, when he goes after people who are critical of him in the media, he always tells them what failures they are and how their ratings suck. And it's like, you can't get on Truth and go, oh, this failing South Park. South Park is the biggest failure ever. Nobody watches it anymore. You can't say that when they just got $1.5 billion.
But I can say it if Melania would not give me her Paramount password.
He hasn't said anything about it, though, which is kind of surprising.
I don't think he's seen it yet. There's no way.
He doesn't watch South Park. I wouldn't think so.
I don't
wouldn't
get it.
think.
All right, then I'm going to sue your whole town. You got that?
All right, goes into his room.
Idiots think they can mess with me, huh?
All right, so he's now in a relationship with Satan. Again, all of this, obviously very afraid of the White House. Can't do this at Paramount.
Wait, is he supposed to secretly be Saddam Hussein?
Possibly.
Okay, spoiler alert.
Hold on, listen here.
Hey, Satan.
I'm not in the mood right now. Another random bitch commented on my Instagram that you're on the Epstein list.
The Epstein list? Are we still talking about that?
Well, are you on the list or not? It's weird that whenever it comes up, you just tell everyone to relax.
I'm not telling everyone to relax. Relax, guy.
No, I need counsel.
So you get it. Like the whole thing is going after this. And although not everybody's on board, Augustus on YouTube says, it was lazy writing and unfunny late night TV host jokes.
Who'd you vote for?
It seems like everybody else is enjoying it, at least if I go by chat. And I shouldn't go by chat. They're not a great representation of the world, I don't think. Are you, chat? But the brutal part was, and I can't even play it.
Why?
Probably got cussing words in it.
No. At the end, so here, I'll show you. At the end, they went to AI. Okay? You can see this. And they have Trump. And so all the South Park people go, we're told that we have to be, as a result of our lawsuit settling with Trump, we have to be very nice to him, and we must release a bunch of pro-Trump videos. And so they do this totally AI video of Trump in the desert, but then it gets hot, and while Trump's out there...
And gave the ultimate sacrifice.
He ends up taking off his clothes.
Things heat up.
And now I'm going to stop it right here because...
They went full frontal?
Hang on. I'll send it to both of you.
Please.
All right? Okay, and I want you to go to like maybe 120 or
What's
so.
What's the opposite of
scrub
spank
along. Well, I mean, you won't believe that they. Well, I guess it's not. If it's not on broadcast television, they can just do whatever they want.
Oh, yeah.
But take a look at that. I sent it to both of you so you can see what's going on. I cannot show it on the show. I can't show it on the show. But I was so surprised. I don't think they've ever gone this far with things. And again, remind yourself that like all of these people, legitimate people, are like, oh, this is because of Stephen Colbert ripping on Trump and he's Paramount. Can't do any of that stuff.
And I'm not at that part yet.
All right, you'll get there. How far in are you?
And all right, there it is. Okay. We've now removed the shirt.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, you are so just a little bit ahead of me.
I mean, they show like a penis. There's like they show, and it's, I know that it's AI, right? Of course.
Oh, okay.
But some people are saying, show it, Sean. Send it to me. Now, I can't play it right now.
I'll put it on See It Now.
Yeah, I'll put it on See It Now. I'll put it on See It. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Like, I'm so surprised they showed that. It's like, now it's AI. But they got AI also to do nudity. They can't do that with the publicly available stuff, I don't think,
Unless
right?
They pay enough. They've got
maybe they got their own. Yeah, so they used AI and they made Trump in the desert and
inspired by a baby's penis. No,
I mean
it's not what my baby's penis looks like.
Okay, thank you.
It's meant to be offensive.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, and
I'm confused.
The voiceover says like Trump, his penis is teeny tiny, but his love for us is large.
Yeah, and it shows an actual genitalia.
Yes.
Right? And there'll be some people who are like clutching pearls like you always have. I think there's a lot of crossover between some level of Trump fans in South Park who will just go, this is what they do. This is funny. I don't care. I'm not sensitive about this stuff. But I'm telling you, I cannot show you. I will put it up. Hang on. Let me get a screenshot so I can pop this up on See It Now over on thenewsjunkie.com. But it is intensely graphic, and that's what they went with. So it's so incredibly clear to me that Paramount, unless they're absolutely stupid, isn't saying you can't do X, Y, or Z. You can't talk about Trump. You can't, like, they went further than I've seen anybody go in terms of taking on Trump. So this is what I expected. This is more of the same. Let's see, Trump on South Park over there. I posted it on See It Now. Go to about the end of the video or so. Take a look. Don't watch it at work, though.
Something else.
Be careful. It's pretty graphic. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get to, I want to talk about this Cleveland Browns viral moment that was spinning around out there. Some
hilarious.
Theories.
So hilarious.
And also, I want to talk about ride shares because both Uber and Lyft are in the news, and both of the stories are pretty interesting twists that you're not going to expect. If you take either Ubers or Lyfts ever, you might want to hear this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Watch for an accident on eastbound State Road 50 at McGuire Road, right lane blocked, and on Apopka Vineland at Lake Sheen Reserve Boulevard. Slow traffic on eastbound I-4 from US 190.
Hey, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to School Mike. Behind the scenes on the show. While we're in commercial break, we can have a little chatteroony. Please don't leave because I said chatteroony. Hello. Let's see if we get dinged copyright-wise on that South Park. Now, in my estimation, showing that South Park footage was absolutely fair use with commentary wrapped around it, as is always done by me. But, I don't know. 60% chance we're going to get a copyright thing. Kevin says Trump will not respond to that because everyone will look it up and knock him. I don't know. There's a couple of questions there. The first question is, will Trump be actually mad about it? I don't think he hates the South Park guys in the same way. I don't think he does. But I might be wrong about that. I think he hates the late night hosts because they genuinely hate him, right? Like night after night after night after night, it's incredibly insulting stuff for clapter for the audience. And I think that he is going to go after them because of that. Maybe he looks at South Park differently, or maybe, and I think there's a pretty high possibility of this, honestly, maybe South Park is not on his radar at all. He's an old man, and he probably doesn't follow that kind of stuff. DJ Rich says he's definitely going to respond. And it doesn't cost him anything to post on Truth, so maybe it'll be interesting to see if he does. 50-50, I think. I don't want to fence sit. It's not what I do. But I'm literally 50-50 on whether he will. Hey, Lori. Everybody, you could go take a look at the clip that I can't show. Go to thenewsjunkie.com, and it's in the See It Now section. Something for you, friends, and I'm so happy with how these turned out. A long time ago on the show, I told you a story how Courtney and I were on the couch, we're watching a movie or something, and she tried to take a shot at me, and she said, "No shit, Warlock," and didn't realize that she had missed the mark on that one. And so, "No shit, Warlock" sort of became a thing, and now the pins are in. Look at that. How fun are these? They're really nice. Super nice pins. And you can put this wherever, on your hat or anywhere you want. There are a limited amount of these. There were only 100 to start with. And I think there's about 40 something left. Because I haven't promoted it that heavily. I only posted a story about it. if you sign up for secret shows, when you are done signing up, it asks you to claim a gift. And you can get a magnet if you want or some other things. But this is up there while they're available. If you're already a subscriber, hey, what the hell? I already subscribed. Just gift. If you go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit the gift icon, you can gift a subscription to a random user. You'll get to see who accepts it. And then you can accept your gift and pick this if you want, the pin. I think it's fun. Really like the way it came out. Okay, we're coming back in a couple of minutes. Brian says that South Park episode was lazy AF. Brian Peppers, is that the meme? Are you internet enough to know? Brian Peppers meme? Zephys Biker, hard no. Hard no. I think people focus on the merch, on branding too much, as opposed to starting a conversation. I've always looked at merch thinking that I want somebody else to see it and go, what is that? And then the person will say, oh, it's a radio show or a podcast or a live stream that I watch. And that is so much more sticky than just like putting your logo all over shit. And at the beginning of doing merch, when we started merch, it just exploded. And the radio station's like, we want our logo on all of these things. I'm like, no. Even on a lot of stuff, not the new shirt, a couple of people have been asking for the logo, but on a lot of stuff, the logo is not even really present. 90 seconds and we're coming back live on the show. So yeah, I mean, that's just a disagreement in how you should do branding or merch for a show. These are just meant to be fun little things. And if somebody sees, you know, this pin on your bag or whatever, your laptop bag, then I hope that they'll go, hey, what is that? And they'll start a conversation. And instead of going, everyone will see my logo, it's like that conversation is much more likely to turn the person into a listener. Snake. Exactly. Exactly. Lori, excellent example. Who was the genius behind that? All right, we're coming back. Oh, I'm gonna wait. Copyright alert. Music is playing. Not going to cut it off yet. Okay. Here we go, everybody.
High tide, low tide, no tide. Yacht Rock Radio works anywhere. Open the free iHeartRadio app, search Yacht Rock, and make it a preset now.
Most impact windows from Reese Windows and Doors are installed in just 6 to 8 weeks. Visit reesewindows.com.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. C-R-E-D-I-T. Credit. That's credit. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row. It's
It's like the world's water cooler here. Hanging out with us each day, your three best friends you never knew you had, going through the most viral stories of the day. Learn more about the show over on the website, thenewsjunkie.com. I want to talk about rideshare apps real quick, and don't turn the channel, okay? I know you're like, oh, really interesting. Here goes that super interesting rideshare talk, but bear with me, okay?
Because I'm actually glad you pulled this today because I saw this story last night, and I was like, can we do the other way?
Which one? Uber or Lyft?
Uber.
Okay. We'll talk about that first. Uber is rolling out a feature, and the feature is, I guess, only for Sabrina. It would not be for Sealand and I.
Vagina?
And this says the app will let you choose women drivers.
Oh.
When booking your ride over on Uber.
That is interesting because I did not know that was a thing until I opened up Lyft when I was out of town not too long ago. I think it was like faster, easier. I was at an airport and they're like, we've made sure that you only have a female driver. Go into settings if you'd like to change it.
Really? So they defaulted you to just a female driver.
And I had never seen it before, but I was also in a rush. So I was like, okay, sounds great.
Yeah. I mean, I often think that our world is full of a lot of people who are too scared of everything, too scared of like the scary Uber driver or, too scared of like kids getting kidnapped and too scared of all these things. And they make some wrong decisions in their life. But I think this is a smart idea. I think this makes sense. And I think that there's probably a decent amount of women who want to get a ride on a ride share. And they're like, oh, my God, last time this greasy ass dude showed up.
Didn't stop talking the entire time.
Yeah. I mean, Sealane's like, will they make
woman do that?
Sealane's like, will they make it so I can choose? What would you want? I mean, the ability to choose just a male driver or?
Yeah. Could I choose just to only have guy drivers?
I would like to choose a mute driver. That would be my thing. If I could have like choice over whoever showed up, I would just say, I don't want them to play podcasts for me or that they've recorded themselves.
Or just talk at all. But a little bit of music would be great. You have that feature if you like decide to upgrade, if you do like the
comfort.
Yeah. And it's like, how do you prefer your talking? No talking is great. And your air conditioning. And I can tell you 2 out of the 10 times they've listened to that.
Sometimes they don't, right? Sometimes like, what do you mean? This is great customer service.
Crazy
and I'm not even kidding you. I've been at the airport before, got an Uber, and then somebody would be like, oh, you host a radio show. Oh, wow. They're like, hey, I record my own podcast. We're going to listen to one as we go to your hotel. And oh, great. Or one guy was like, you got to talk to my son. He started a podcast. And he called his son, and this guy's poor son gets on the phone, and he goes, Dad, I'm in a movie theater right now. I'm watching a movie. And he goes, I got a radio guy here. You got to talk to him. And I go, keep recording episodes and try to get better at your crap. What am I doing here?
Let me get your email, man. I'm going to send you a couple MP3s of my son's podcast.
I mean, all of this, it seems okay to me, but Sealane doesn't like it. You don't like that they can select the women drivers?
I think it's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there are some creeps that almost within the first 2 to 3 minutes, I'm like, I don't know if I want you to see what my house looks like.
I think it's fair. I think that what this shapes up to be, if you're dishonest about things, is generally speaking, guys are not going to be physically intimidated by, even if there's a creepy Uber driver woman. No. All right. I don't think most guys, myself included, if like there's some weird woman, let's say in Fantasyland, some woman picks me up in the Uber and she's like, you little sex pot, get over here and show me the meat and potatoes, buddy boy.
And you do a radio show?
A radio guy, and he's got a live stream. Oh my!
Now,
let me jingle your berries, and like all of these things. And then she would drop me off at my location, and I would go, "There's
so
zero
glad
risk."
I let her jingle my berries.
No, I know.
My big tough girlfriend's inside, so you know.
She would come out and
your
beat
ass.
her. But
Didn't you and Courtney have like a weird lady though? I'm getting a flashback of a story.
That
you had,
sure we have.
A full.
Oh yeah. Well, no, that was a fake cab driver. That was like a gypsy cab. That was like somebody at the airport who was off the record kind of thing.
Maybe that's a feature too on Uber Eats.
It was the weirdest. Uber. But I'm seeing Uber rolls out feature in-app to book a woman driver. And it says the app will let you choose women drivers when booking your ride like it does for options like Uber XL. And they show like a little toggle thing here where it says Jane is coming to pick you up. And you're like, oh, I want a woman driver. And you select that you want. That is your option.
It works the other way, too. It also allows the women drivers to only have women riders.
Can guys only have male drivers, or have they not done that?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's not.
I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Can male drivers only have male passengers, or can they not do that?
I don't believe that's part of this, or was ever a part of it.
Because some people would like that. I'll be honest with you. If I was an Uber driver or a Lyft driver or anything like that, a rideshare driver in 2025, I would either have a dash cam recording at all times, or I would choose an option like that. You don't know what people are going to say when they leave your car.
And that's why I preface this at the beginning of the story, like, are they going to do it the opposite? Because I think there would be a lot of drivers who would think that. Like, I would be worried about, especially if you're picking up a woman from, the bars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What's she going to say that happened if it didn't?
Right. I think that there's some concern there that you might have. But now they're rolling this out.
If somebody's like opportunistic or just read something the wrong way, I think that if they are affording that or allowing that option for women, they should probably allow the option for men too.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what everybody thinks. Let us know. Give us your thoughts. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. The Lyft story, I want to tell you, I'll be very quick about this. I couldn't get enough of this. There was this TikTok user, Ellie is her name, and she posts this video on TikTok, and she goes, "You guys, I'm so high right now." And she was thrown off because she launched her Lyft app and wanted to get a car to come pick her up because she was stoned. But all the cars on her Lyft app were little baked beans, and they were moving around. And it turns out it was a promotional campaign with Bush's Baked Beans.
Nice.
They turned all the
that would freak me out if I did not know what that was.
She's just stoned, staring at the app screen.
These are all baked beans, man.
It'd be hilarious if they also worked in the dog somehow that keeps the family secret.
Bush?
Is the dog's name Bush?
I have no idea.
I think so.
I just know there's been 8 of them, and they just keep pretending like we're going to think it's the same dog.
Oh, sure, why not?
Oh, here it is. You can see. It's tough to see on this because she's like from a distance, but she's so stoned, and she's like, they're all little beans. They're all little bean cans.
Oh, they're cans of Bush's baked beans.
Yeah,
I thought they were just single baked beans moving around the...
No, but at that point you could flick it.
Right here. They're little like baked bean cans. And she's like, what's happening right now? Let us know what you think. If you saw that, give us your story. It's a good one, I'm sure. Send it over at thenewsjunkie.com, thenewsjunkie.com. All right, we'll get to this Cleveland Browns thing. I know C-Lane saw this, and there's some theories around what happened with this Cleveland Browns video. If you haven't seen it, you got to hear about this. It's a good time. We'll talk about that, of course. It's going viral. We got big updates in that Jacksonville arrest video where the guy's window was smashed out and he was punched by the cop, and we've seen all week long updates. Well, guess what? The guy is finally speaking out, so we're going to hear from him today and a whole lot more on the way, and it's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Slightly Unhinged. The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
On Fox 35 Storm Team, meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Central Florida forecast. And for your Thursday, we are going to be expecting the return of hot and humid temperatures, a little bit of sunshine along the way as well. Plan for a high of 93 degrees, even though it will feel closer to the low 100s once we do factor in our humidity. Shower and storm chances will be a little...
Let's go back, folks. How are we?
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money.
TMZ says Hulk Hogan dead at 71.
No, that's crazy. All right, let's do that next.
Of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Folks, breaking news. You may have just heard C-Lane say this. We're going to talk about this when we come back. They say they come in threes. Ozzy Osbourne would be number 1. Hulk Hogan dead. Wrestling star extraordinaire Hulk Hogan dead. Let me give you some early details. There was rumors that he couldn't speak very well, I know, as of the last week or so. Rumors that he wasn't doing well health-wise. But Hulk Hogan dead at 71. Wrestling legend Hulk Hogan has died at 71 years old. Medics were dispatched to the 71-year-old WWE legend's Clearwater home on Thursday morning, with operators saying it was a cardiac arrest. We're told a slew of police cars and EMTs were parked outside the home. We've got the 911 call, too. We'll get to that in 3 minutes. We're coming back live with the news about Hulk Hogan being dead. Just a few weeks ago, Hulk Hogan's wife, Sky, denied rumors he was in a coma, stating his heart was strong as he recovered from surgeries. We broke the story last month where there were rumblings that Hogan was on his deathbed, but we were told at the time he was just dealing with symptoms of a neck procedure that he underwent in May. That's what we got so far. Very interesting. Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan, a 1-2 punch. That's rough. It's weird to pay the 911 call. Hey, I don't want you guys even chiming in on this stuff. I don't want you saying what's like weird or what's appropriate or what's not appropriate. I'm gonna do whatever I think's right, and I'm gonna do that. If you don't like it, you can leave. See you later. Okay, we got 2 minutes and we're coming back. Yeah, it's true though. Hey, met Hulk Hogan before a couple of times, and I can tell you, without a shadow of a doubt, he was one of the nicest guys at his level of fame. And he was very famous. Hulk Hogan died. What do you think about that? Whoa. Okay, hot take. Okay.
I think we're up with him being a part of my household.
Oh, this is the no rain blind melon thing all over again. You're too old,
I know
too young.
who Hulk Hogan is, obviously.
What's he do? What's his
brother?
What?
Doesn't he say brother?
He says brother, but how's he? Brother. Is that how he says? All right, be safe out there. See you later. All right, we got 1 minute, folks, and we're coming back, okay? Zeph's Biker saying steroids related, probably. I mean, people will say that about wrestling stuff, but in all reality, yes, there seems to be an issue with wrestlers dying early. He was in his 70s, that's pretty young. But also, you do a number on your body in that sport.
65 this year. I knew it was time to figure out Medicare, and I had questions, like when to enroll and how to enroll. So I went straight to the official source, Medicare.gov, to get the facts about Medicare. I found answers to all my questions, and I'm ready to get started. And so can you. Just go to Medicare.gov to get the real facts about Medicare.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
You've got an app for music, an app for photos, maybe even one that helps you sleep. But only one app puts the live radio dial in your pocket and lets you save your favorite stations, playlists, and podcasts as presets. Get the free iHeartRadio app, the #1 app for radio.
At Rasmussen University, we offer a full suite of nursing programs from pre-licensure to doctoral, online and on campus. Programs vary by campus.
This earful of Rail Radio is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
Broadcasting live from the world's most dysfunctional think tank. This is the news.
Ghislaine hit me in the talkback, I think, like maybe 5 seconds into commercial break. And
that's because Peisenberg texted me about 3 seconds into commercial break.
Really?
And I mean, 4 seconds after that, he told me to queue up something, and I have no idea why, but it is queued.
They say they come in threes. You had Malcolm Jamal Warner, somebody points out in chat. You had Ozzy Osbourne, and now the breaking news coming across today. Hulk Hogan dead at 71 years old. And
damn,
that's kind of crazy. And people often say about wrestlers, they're like, is it the steroids? Is it this? Is it that? I mean, who knows? 71 is not, all things considered, that old for somebody. But you do an absolute number on your body in
it's weird because
wrestling.
Both Hulk Hogan and Ozzy Osbourne did absolute numbers on their bodies, just in different ways. In
very different ways.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. But we heard from Hulk Hogan not too long ago. He was selling the American beer. There was a moment either earlier this year or late last year that he was trying to like rip off his shirt.
Yeah.
But no indication. Like with Ozzy, we knew that he was sick. I mean, he told everybody, this is the final show. I'm also dying.
Well, I mean, the
Hulk
Trump
Hogan
campaign had Hulk Hogan out there at these events as a surrogate and stuff, and he
ripping
looked
off his shirt.
Yeah, he looked okay. He looked all right. But
wow.
A couple of things here. Number one, we've all met Hulk Hogan before, and
I need to find that video to send over.
Can I tell you, I had one of the most selfish thoughts just now in the bathroom when this break was coming back. Every time a big celebrity like this passes away, and it happened this week with Ozzy, it happened with Bob Saget, it happens with like a lot of the greats. There's so many people I know, especially in this building, at the radio stations, that have pictures with these people. And it's like the celebrity passes, and then over the next few hours, I see just all my friends and some work acquaintances posting like, here's the time that Bob Saget came and did the show. Here's the time that we met Ozzy backstage at Ozfest. And I never people that I've ever met. I'm like, I think I was the only person in this building that never met Bob Saget.
Oh, did you meet Hulk Hogan?
We had him on the show. There was a picture of the three of us and Hulkster, and I was like,
I have a video of me goosing him.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. You guys tell me if you agree or not. Hulk Hogan dead at 71 is the headline here, but and by the way, there's like a 911 call and a bunch of other stuff. We'll just peek into it for a second here. Looks like he had some heart issues. They said it was a cardiac arrest, but Hulk Hogan, Courtney came in during the break. She's like, I didn't really know him that well. And I said, you're blind melaning me all over again here. But he was one of the more famous people on planet Earth, in my estimation. Like, this is a guy who, like, people know who Hulk Hogan is. He's incredibly famous. And for a person of his fame, which you might come at me for this, but I would argue Hulk Hogan is probably more famous than even somebody like Brad Pitt. If he went to any country around the world, and a country on the continent of Africa and in Asia and anywhere he went, people know who Hulk Hogan is immediately. Big, major star. And he was legitimately a super nice guy. Just a very nice guy.
Absolutely.
We have people on his team, or at least they were on his team a couple years ago. Love the show. I've always, he was nice enough to give the green light. That one Halloween, I wanted to dress up as Hulk Hogan. They're like, come on down to the shop. And they dressed me from head to toe as Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, they were good. They were good people. He's a good guy.
What a bummer. What is happening here? Grim Reaper's going to town.
This is the cardiac arrest being called in, I guess. You can tell where that's from.
Fire Type Bravo, Rescue 46, LR 45, Engine 46, cardiac arrest.
It's the address, obviously.
Rescue 46, LR 45, Engine 46, Fire Type Bravo.
All right, that was them being dispatched out to the Hogan household. TMZ says, we're told a slew of police cars and EMTs were parked outside Hulk Hogan's home, and the icon was carried on a stretcher into an ambulance. Just a few weeks ago, Hogan's wife, Sky, denied rumors he was in a coma, saying his heart was strong as he recovered from surgeries.
Just a day ago, Jimmy Hart they said, is the latest to dispute rumor that Hulk Hogan is on his deathbed. Yeah. And that was the first thing I saw when I Googled this.
Yeah, and we met him too. He came in at the same time and was also a nice dude. And I think maybe a lot of people thought he was doing all right. He was recovering from some sort of neck procedure that he underwent in May of this year. But no, I mean, and if you're a Zoomer or something, you'll be like, okay, I know this sort of caricature of Hulk Hogan, but if you were born in the 80s, just in case you weren't, you should know that Hulk Hogan was inescapable, all right? This guy was inescapable in the 80s and 90s. In the 80s, he was rising in prominence as this wrestling star. And then he became, I could be wrong on this. Wrestling fans, please do correct me if I am. I'm not an expert in the field by any means. But he became one of the first, if not the first, wrestling star to become a major star in Hollywood. They were putting him in movies. A lot of them were terrible. They were putting him in television shows.
A lot of commercials, right? He did a lot of, yeah.
And then
video games, everything.
Reality television also touched the Hogan family, and that became very dramatic.
Maybe even more so for millennials, just like different people connect in different ways to celebrities. You might say Ozzy Osbourne. Well, I knew him from the Osbournes. With Hulk Hogan, it was Hogan Knows Best. It was the show that they had with the Hogan family and his daughter Brooke, and you got that sort of MTV look behind the scenes, and you saw who they were. And I think a lot of people connected with Hulk Hogan over all the years. And all I can tell you is, like, when mics are off behind the scenes, I met the guy I think 2 or 3 times, and every time he couldn't have been more nice or normal or like just absolutely not full of himself. Considering his circumstances.
I just sent you the video, which was 2017. I can't believe it's been that long.
All right.
When he came on the show.
This is Sabrina and Hulk Hogan, one of the times he came on the show.
Hey, brother. What's up, brother?
Great to meet you.
Good to see you.
Best day at the job.
What was that? Easy.
Hey, brother.
See, like, what guy, what person at that level of fame would screw around like that? Who does that? That's that famous,
and
right?
Also, at that time, I mean, he was well in his 60s, 2017.
Yeah, I would think so. Well,
I mean,
yeah,
you could bounce a damn quarter off of his body.
He was in great shape.
It was wild.
He was still in great shape. I think he was even still wrestling a little bit at that point.
Wow,
but,
man, that's nuts.
That's another one coming across. So we've been getting hit pretty heavy with these celebrity deaths, and this one says Hulk Hogan dead at 71 years old. So we'll see, I'm sure, all the stuff pour in as people remember him. And there you go. Now, there was a lot of rumors, and like Ghislaine brought up one of the rumors from a friend of his, and they were saying that he had a voice issue and that he could not speak. There was rumors that he was in a coma. There was rumors that Hulk Hogan was just like really, really in ill health and was going to die any day, and
it's
they kept fighting back.
Hard to find those rumors right now as more and more outlets are picking up the story. But yeah, I saw a couple of those.
Yeah, Sunstate John says Sabby has never washed her hands since.
Oh no, I have. I definitely had to wash my hand.
He was just a chill dude. Like, do you know how many times he probably gets asked to do all these kind of things? And it would be so easy at Hulk Hogan level fame just to be like, leave me alone. Get out of here. Don't bother me. Nope, never did that. Never saw him do that. Now, did he? I'm sure he did whatever. But he just seemed to be kind of a chill dude considering the level of fame he achieved in his 71 years.
Man, the pearly gates are interesting, huh?
Right, what's that line, huh? If Ozzy's up there, I don't know if he was aiming to be there, but Hulk Hogan dead at 71 years is 71 years old is what the headline is right now. We'll keep an eye on that story, see if any other twists and turns come out of it. Meanwhile, we were mentioning that the Browns are going viral, the Cleveland Browns. Sports. And it's because of this video. People are calling out. They're like, is this staged? Is this fake? What's going on?
I wondered a little bit, like, I wouldn't be seeing this video if this didn't happen.
Why was somebody filming this? This is what started it all. The Browns had this big floating thing, and they were unveiling their new helmet, like the new Cleveland Browns helmet, and they had like
sponsored
this huge,
by Dude Wipes.
Yeah, they had this huge Dude Wipes cover over their helmet. And maybe Dude Wipes was like, people aren't going to be interested enough. We've got to make it viral. And as they're filming, the video guy, the video guy splashes right off the deck of the boat on, like, just so happens.
It's his little leg kick. That's ready for the concrete he's supposed to be on.
The moment that the helmet is unveiled, he's right off. And so people were like, hang on a second here.
I mean, honestly, why the hell did they feel the need to do this on a barge? Wait, you could unveil a giant blow-up football helmet on dry land and be just fine.
This is the Alpha Dog helmet, and they wanted to do it on Lake Erie, Sealand. So how dare you?
Sorry, yeah. Those Clevelanders love their Great Lakes.
He was doing his best to film it in 4K.
Now, is he on a phone or a camera? How much money did he just lose?
Oh, you know what? He doesn't have like a big expensive camera. He's holding something in his hand and then right into the water. I don't know if it's staged. I'm a skeptical guy, so it's real darn convenient that this happened for them in Dude Wipes. And either way,
Dude Wipes out.
Yeah, everybody, it works out in their favor today. All right, we're keeping an eye on the Hulk Hogan death news. We'll see what kind of updates we get on that. We got an update, as I said, on the Jacksonville arrest we've been following all week long. More on Ozzy Osbourne and even the Epstein file stories. Big movements going on right now, folks. We might have some real drama next week if all goes well. We'll see what's happening. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Storm season is here, and Florida power outages are no joke. Win a $20,000 battery backup from Solar Source. Enter now at...
Hey, everybody. Skull mic activated. Quick commercial break, and we're back live. But more stories are coming in about Hulk Hogan dying. It appears now it was cardiac arrest. And around this time, interestingly enough, when a wrestler dies like this is around the time when the list goes out of all these famous wrestlers and the age that those famous wrestlers died at. And it is pretty stunning. It grabs my attention every single time. Let's see what else we can learn.
If you want to find out about a reverse mortgage, that mortgage guy Don can help. Rates are improving, and that makes the terms even more favorable. Want to find out how it works? That mortgage guy Don get you some numbers, explain the details, and then
hang on.
Decide if it makes sense for you.
Bringing up some more details here.
Reverse mortgage can be a lifesaver, especially for people over 62 on a fixed income. So get
All right, wrestling legend Hulk Hogan dead at 71. Hogan-born Terry Jean Bollea was found dead in his Clearwater, Florida home on Thursday morning. You heard the cardiac arrest call there earlier on the show. Paramedics and police patrol were reportedly parked outside of Hogan's home on Thursday morning. They wheeled him out. They put him in an ambulance. Now, I wonder, if you're an expert on this, do let me know. But would they put you on a stretcher and put you into the ambulance if you were flatlined? If you were just dead, I don't feel like they would. I mean, maybe they would. Maybe that's just how they're going to bring you, because I don't know. How would they handle that? Like, if they were sure that you were dead, would you ever go in the ambulance to the hospital? I don't think you would. But he went in an ambulance, they said. It's all interesting because there are stories right alongside Hulk Hogan dead at 71. Jimmy Hart, friend of Hulk Hogan, denies health rumors, you know? Page 6 has a story on this. Basically reiterating the TMZ report because they had the exclusive on this. TMZ, if you don't know, has a lot of connections at hospitals and in the emergency departments and police and fire departments. So they tend to get the tips first when somebody ends up dying like that. Let's see here. Fox Nation had just acquired TV rights to Hulk Hogan's brand new wrestling league. So it literally was making deals into his last moments. Wrestling News Co. says Terry Bollea, known to the world as legendary professional wrestler Hulk Hogan, has passed away at 71. EMTs were on the scene. He was carried out on a stretcher and transported in an ambulance. Rumors of his declining health had been circulating. Last month, there were reports that he was on his deathbed, and they said he was recovering from a neck procedure at the time. He is the man who created Hulkamania, the NWO, and so much more, inextricable from wrestling history. True. True. We're back live on the show in 3 minutes, okay? And you know what's crazy? Roddy Hogan, a guy who was like the #1 super fan of Hulk Hogan, who was at like all the WWE events dressed up as Hulk Hogan, died like 2 days ago, I think. So his #1 fan died 2 days ago, and he just died. 2 minutes. Will Linda make another unhinged video? Oh, I don't know. I wonder how she's feeling about this. His ex-wife did not seem to like him. The last thing we heard between the two of them was Hulk Hogan and his young wife sitting there eating popcorn as they watched the video of his ex-wife just a mess crying about something. And Hulk killed Gawker because they wanted to publish his sex tape. Not wanted to. Hulk killed Gawker because they did publish his sex tape. If you don't know the story on this, there's a billionaire by the name of Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel was outed as being gay by Valleywag, which is a Gawker publication. Gawker had often talked about how Peter Thiel was gay because he's a Republican, a right-aligned individual, and they thought being right-wing and gay is hypocritical, and so they were outing him. He got mad about that, saw the Hulk Hogan story, and funded the entire case that you saw between Hulk Hogan, Bubba the Love Sponge in Tampa, a radio host, and Gawker Media. It bankrupted the entire publication, and RIP to Gawker after that. It did give the world a peek at Hulk Hogan's Hulk, though. So there you go. All right, here we go. We're coming back. Folks, thanks for hanging out with us today. We appreciate you. We appreciate the time. And you can join us with an email at any point, tips, tips@thenewsjunkie.com, or record a video dispatch to get on the show right now. Record your video dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com.
Almost immediately after her sinus surgery with Aspire. Or Julie, who didn't even realize it was allergy season because she felt so much better after taking her allergy drops. Fixing your allergies is easier than you think it is. Go to AspireAllergy.com to set your appointment today. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money. MONEY, money. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Now back to the most viral newsroom on planet Earth. This
show, a live stream, a podcast. It's where you can learn all about everything viral each and every day, and all the info you might want is available over at thenewsjunkie.com. To say the least, a huge week or so in celebrity deaths. I mean, it's just crazy to think about this and kind of juggle how you feel about all these things and the reaction.
I know it kind of depends on how old you are, but for me, I think that Theo Huxtable was the lesser known.
Oh, yeah.
All of them had very
Yeah,
like
but Theo,
some peaks were around the same time, no?
Of Hulk Hogan, Ozzy Osbourne, and Malcolm Jamal Warner, a.k.a. Theo Huxtable,
I think the fact
in the
that I
Cosby
had
Show.
to call him Theo Huxtable
right.
is part of it. Even though
of the three of them, he's obviously nowhere near as famous as the other two were just megastars.
But a tragic ending on his end,
Yeah, all of them dead this week. Hulk Hogan dead at 71. Ozzy Osbourne died just literally a couple of weeks after his big farewell show. And Malcolm Jamal Warner, and the details just keep pouring out about the Cosby Star and what happened to him.
I heard a wild theory about Ozzy.
Well, the Malcolm Jamal thing, they were saying that first they were saying like maybe a surfboard had hit him and knocked him out, and then that was what happened. But then it turned out to be that surfers were there and were trying to save him and rescue his life or save his life.
One of the surfers had to be also resuscitated, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that was the second person that they said was on the beach. And everybody had thought that he was doing well, and of course he was, but you get caught into the current in a beach, and you have the Cosby Star dead, and then you have the Ozzy Osbourne dead, and then you have Hulk Hogan dead, and they're just stacking up, man, one after another, and people on chat were bringing up an interesting part, because I said in Hulk Hogan's life you cannot separate Hulk Hogan and professional wrestling. The man was just part of it forever. For his whole life, he was part of this. He was part of pop culture. He was part of television shows, many of them bad, movies, many of them bad, business deals. He literally just cut a business deal with Fox on his new wrestling league like 3 days ago.
Right.
That's how much this guy was moving and shaking out there. And then people have said,
forget the Gawker stuff too.
Yeah, and people said, and Hulk Hogan was the one who took down Gawker. And I said, yeah, in many ways he was. Like the story, if you don't know it, was there's a guy in Silicon Valley, very rich, very powerful. Peter Thiel is his name. And Peter Thiel was the target of Gawker and a sister publication, Valleywag, which focused on stuff happening in Silicon Valley. And they kept outing him. They outed him multiple times as being gay. And they were like, this guy's right-wing and gay. And at least at the time, a lot of publications wouldn't allow that. Like, I'll out you. I'll forcibly out you. Outing somebody is incredibly wrong unless, And so they would do that. And Peter Thiel got very upset that he wasn't in control over this information and that it was posted online and speculated about by Valleywag and their sister publication, Gawker. And the moment Gawker... after getting a video from a radio host in Tampa whose agent sent it allegedly to Gawker's HQ to get his radio client a better shift on the station he was at and get his competition, even though they were on the same station, fired. Because they sent that over to Gawker, Gawker published this video of Hulk Hogan having sex with the radio host's wife caught on a hidden camera. And also, and this is what they said was the reason for doing it, saying some stuff, including the N-word, while he did not know he was being recorded. He was talking about his daughter and somebody I think she was dating at the time. But Peter Thiel sees this and says, they're toast. They're done for. Done for. They're not going to survive this lawsuit. And he says, I'll fund Hulk Hogan. And he starts throwing his billions of dollars behind attorneys to lawyer up Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan goes to court, takes down the whole Gawker empire, and gets a huge settlement out of that whole thing, was victorious in every possible way, and somehow got through that too. Like it was just like all of these moments in his career that were really big and interesting. So I respect Hulk as an entertainer big time, but I guess I respect like all the people, all the celebrities that died this week, even though I have no real connection to any of them. But
all right, murder, marry, kill.
Oh,
wait, murder.
it's your Mary F. Kill.
Mary F. Kill. Sorry.
I'm not effing Hulk Hogan. I saw the video. Okay, I'm not.
You don't want to be Lady Sponge.
Damage would be done. I'm going to pass on that. So
I didn't see the video. Never watched it.
Good time?
About like this.
Okay. What you gonna do?
If there is
Not walk right, brother.
any way we could honor the dead, just that was it.
Well, I'll tell you what. Now I'm thirsty and I can't take a drink. I've got that problem going on over here. I got that too. So I'm going to have to say I don't want to make this.
I know, but it's tough. Come on.
You go. Why are you throwing this at us? You go.
I will go after you guys. All right. I would
marry them all.
Ooh, no. I would I'd bang Hulk.
All right.
See what happens.
Best of luck.
I would, I think I would marry Theo.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to kill Ozzy.
Oh. Wow. It's okay because they're all dead. It's just not as painful. But all right, let us know what you think about all of this. So it's a very tough week, obviously, for celebrity deaths. Trying to make fun, enjoy, and do the best to make light of the situation. But there you go. There's the information. We'll get to you. You can join us on the show with a dispatch. Send your video dispatch. Record yours over at thenewsjunkie.com. A ton of people who are chiming in on that. Here's Bridges. It says Deados. And maybe he's talking about the celebrities who died. Let's see.
This is crazy. Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Yeah.
Ozzy, and now the Hulk.
That's a lot.
And didn't Brian Wilson die too?
Oh, okay. Yeah, those were the rumors. At least it's not Elton John, because when that happened, whoa!
All right.
People often say on this show that Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys died. I assure you, he's alive and well. He's doing fine. Okay.
By people, you mean you said that? I thought.
What are you talking about? This is like when people call the show and say they're bombing the Ocala National Forest.
They would never do that.
We know fake news when we see fake news. All right, we know it when we see it. On the Stephen Colbert front, there is now
porn in the 80s.
There is now a petition because these are always successful. There's a petition to save the Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
Oh, wait. For a second, I thought it was a GoFundMe, and I thought that would be even so ridiculously stupid.
For a man making $20 million a year.
Yeah.
It has 48,000 signatures. After it was announced he will lose his show eventually. He's still got like a year left or so on that. But change.org petitions aren't known to be very successful, but this one said, the cancellation of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert by CBS is deeply concerning for millions of viewers who tune in nightly to be informed, entertained, and comforted by Stephen's unique perspective on world events. Since its debut, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert has not only been a platform for humor, but has also served as a critical voice in American media. Because God knows, where can you get the anti-Trump voice in American media? It is very hard to find, very elusive to find those people who are against President Trump.
I think it's a lot of .biz.
Gotta dig deep to find that opinion out there. But he says a very, very critical voice in American media, shedding light on vital political and social issues with wit and insight. That's why I started this petition. Significant evidence underlines the show's impact on late night television. Ratings have often shown the late night leading among competitors, which is true. They did well compared to the other late night shows, but not well enough financially, which matters the most. There's little doubt that CBS's decision will be seen favorably by a certain presidential administration. I wonder who they're speaking of there. But they said, we urge CBS to recognize the value of The Late Show and its host. Keeping the show running is not just about ratings or numbers. It's about preserving a voice that educates, entertains, and encourages a diverse audience. I asked to these people, and I say this with all sincerity. I absolutely mean this. I'm being honest with you. Why do you care if Stephen Colbert comes out in a year? Mind you, he has a year to keep doing his show every night, to keep taking all the shots at Trump and all that stuff. And if he says on his final days, we're not going anywhere, we'll be over on YouTube. It's free. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll be putting out an episode 3 days a week on our Stephen Colbert YouTube channel. We want to be here for you, not just late nights, but whenever you'd like to watch. It wouldn't impact your life in any way. You could just seamlessly transition over to that. And there's really no reason other than the fact maybe he doesn't want to do it. I don't know if he does or does not. I have no information.
You put it that way, and I am completely on board with that. But there are some people that just have a different chemical makeup than the three of us.
What, old people?
No, I don't know what they are, but they wake up and go to sleep and are stressed out about something and have things that don't need to affect their lives so much.
Yeah,
and I don't think there's talking them down from that.
I think it's kind of weird in 2025 to go, well, I must have this air on this network and I must be able to tune in on my television, or like you could literally queue up the YouTube video at exactly the same time and all right, or a minute earlier if you wanted to. Imagine that. So I don't know if he'll do that. I think he would do well if he did it. Get a small crew, 5-6 people, and put together whatever he wants to put together to continue on his show. It's 2025, baby. You don't need those big giant outlets. You don't need that to make this stuff happen. You still need it for stuff. Well, actually, South Park could probably go their own way if they really wanted to, but
not for a bill.
Yeah, they're not going to make that on YouTube for sure. They need a big company to pay that up. But you don't have to worry about Paramount or any of these places. You can do your own thing in 2025. It's an amazing time to be alive.
Speaking of South Park, did you see the link that Sabrina sent us?
No, hang on. Is this Trump talking about?
I called it.
All right.
It wasn't Trump specifically, and it wasn't on a truth from Truth Social.
Hang on. Let me knock down this paywall. All right. We're in.
Yep, but they have a statement.
All right. It says, Donald Trump's White House is melting down. This, of course, where we talked about how South Park launched their new season. They went for Donald Trump, despite the fact that people said that wasn't going to be happening with Paramount, despite the fact that they got $1.5 billion for a handful of years, 5 years and 50 episodes, I think. And then the question was, will there be a response? Because they featured Donald Trump with very small manhood in the premiere episode of the new season. And in the end, there was like an AI fever dream of him that was very graphic that showed stuff. If you want to see what I'm talking about, go over to thenewsjunkie.com and the See It Now section. You'll see it. Donald Trump's White House is melting down, this says, melting down over Wednesday night's South Park premiere, which just so happened to attack the president's manhood and depict him as literally in bed with the devil. The left's hypocrisy truly has no end. For years, they have come after South Park for what they labeled as offense. I think they meant offensive content. But suddenly they are praising the show. That's White House spokesperson Taylor Rogers responding to the Rolling Stone. Excuse me. She's not responding to the band. Just like the creators of South Park.
Hello, tell us what you think of South Park.
The left has no authentic or original content, which is why their popularity continues to hit record lows. This show hasn't been relevant for over 20 years.
Well,
that's not true. It's hanging on by a thread.
Hanging on by a thread.
That thread is thick and expensive.
With uninspired ideas in a desperate attempt for attention. President Trump has delivered on more promises in just 6 months than any other president in our country's history. No fourth-rate show can derail President Trump's hot streak.
Fourth rate, hanging on by a thread. Somebody on r/politics said, White House said that South Park is hanging on by a thread. Boy, would I love to hang on from that $1.5 billion thread.
Same.
Hey, I heard people in the AI industry are hanging on by a thread with those job offers they're getting as well. It's tough out there. Tough. Very, very tough times. So that's from a White House spokesperson, Taylor Rogers. No direct comment from Trump just yet, but that's what they're saying. What do you think about all this? The beautiful thing is you can have your say right here on this show. Send your dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. When we return, Sharon Osbourne speaking out after Ozzy's death, so we'll pin that to you and see what's happening. We'll probably work this in after the next episode. The update on the Jacksonville viral arrest where the cops broke that guy's window and punched him in the face. And there was a huge reaction, huge movement in the whole Epstein, Ghislaine, Maxwell, maybe testifying stuff in that world. A lot you don't want to miss out on all things viral. And it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
Which would you rather do for $50 million? Fight Mike Tyson for real?
Where he fights you for real?
Or 3 wieners?
The 3 wieners.
Yeah, I'd take 3
Mike
wieners
Tyson will
too.
kill you.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
Orlando accidents could slow you down at Silver Star Road and Golf Club Parkway, and on State Road 535 at Lake Sheen Reserve Boulevard. And there's slow traffic on eastbound I-4 between US 192 and State Road 535, 6-minute delays. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Amy Snyder.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Wawa Hoagie Fest is here, and it's the summer of sandwiches. For a limited time, Wawa's mixing it up with hoagies, clubs, quesadillas, and more, all for $6 and under. Savor a summer of sandwiches and savings. Gotta have a Wawa.
Folks, it's hot out there. Don't let anybody tell you it's not. You know, you walked outside, you felt the heat, you knew that when you went back home, your AC was going to struggle with this. But struggle no more. The techs at Mills Air, those are the people who fix your air conditioner when it's broken. Those are the people who are fair and honest about it. And if it's a handful of dollars to fix it with some small part, they're going to get it to you, and they're going to not hit you with a sticker shock. So many other places will take advantage of you. That's why I'm so happy to tell you about an actual honest company at Mills Air. So no matter what kind of AC you have, no matter how old it is, this is a company looking out for you. And I want you to pick up the phone and call them if you have an AC issue right now. All right, you could always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you could always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Here's the phone number. 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159. Or if you're driving, you might forget that, whatever. Just remember this. Find them online at millsair.com.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. We offer HELOCs and home equity lines of credit with scores as low as 640. Find out if you're qualified today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Orlando Harley-Davidson Bike Nights are back, featuring food trucks, a full bar, and a massive selection of Harley-Davidson inventory. This Friday, July 25th, at 6 p.m. at the Orlando Harley-Davidson Historic Factory. Must be 21 plus to drink. Visit OrlandoHarley.com for more details.
Summer superhero movies have us psyched. We want to be your superhero and save you from a car you hate. RC Hill to the rescue. This week at RC Hill Mitsubishi, we're having our Super Solution Sale. We're giving you up to $6,000 more for your trade based on the price of the car you pick. Stuck making payments on a car you just don't like? Our Super Solution Specialists help you escape and upgrade, even if you got to push, pull.
Yeah, what do you think we do? Maybe an 8, or we got more time than that? Let's do an 8.
We're doing 8 here. 10 minutes-ish for next episode to go over.
Okay, cool. All right, folks. Hey, welcome to the show. Let's see what you're up to over there. WWE confirming that Hollywood Hulk Hogan is dead at 71, but that's nothing new. I'm waiting for like any additional details about what went down here. I've been listening for 19 years. I would love to get a subscription to the Secret Shows. Could somebody gift this news junkie? Rip Terry Hulk Hogan. If somebody wants to get their hands on one of the remaining No Shit Warlock pins, you can gift a random sub, and if this gentleman or lady is paying very close attention, Matt, I'm assuming, then he can grab that subscription after you gift it. But somebody will. Do it at thenewsjunkie.com. If you want to gift a sub, after you gift or subscribe to Secret Shows, either one, you get to select which gift you want. There's a whole bunch of them up there, a couple of them up there, at least 3 different options total. So check that out. If you want to gift them, hit the gift icon on thenewsjunkie.com. Good luck, buddy. Hogan dead yawn. All right. Tough crowd with this guy. Give me something more exciting. We've got more on the way. All yawn worthy. Chuck Mangione died too? No. Okay. He had a cardiac arrest, said he was just went to the hospital a couple weeks ago. Yeah, we covered all that. There's nothing really new. It's all the same little tidbit over and over and over again because everybody's kind of referring to TMZ's initial report. Nobody else has anything on it. And it'll probably stay that way until the family releases a statement or something. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Like, if he died this morning, the family's probably still reeling a bit and not necessarily, his wife or whatever. Was he married? I think it was his wife, girlfriend, whatever. Probably not in the mood to post anything just yet. We'll see. All right, folks, we're coming back live on the show in 30 seconds. We're going to get set up for the next episode, and then we'll do the big Jacksonville viral arrest update, a huge one, at the top of the hour.
Carolina, who is now buried alongside the founding families of Panama. Wild stories about adventure, romance, crime, history, and war intertwine as I share the tall tales and hard truths that have helped me understand Uncle Chris. Listen to Uncle Chris on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Uncle Chris and start listening on the free iHeart Radio app today.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Meet the three friends Bill Cosby called frat bros. This is
single day. This is where we go over all things viral. It's the News Junkie. Learn more about the show, subscribe to the podcast, or watch us live here on the show each day on thenewsjunkie.com. We'll get to you and your feedback here momentarily. We're watching to see if there's any more reaction on any of the many stories that we've talked about so far. And I know people were going, well, I wonder if Hulk Hogan's, is it his wife or his girlfriend? I think were they married, those two?
I don't know if they got married, but he's definitely divorced from
Linda.
Yeah.
And has there been any response after the announcement of Hulk Hogan's death? I mean, imagine since he just died, it just died recently, that maybe they're not rushing to go put that out. But if we do get a reaction, we'll bring it to you and we'll let you know what's going on. Okay, join us, as I said, on the show. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. Somebody says, do not blame trained victims. I don't think you're going to change me on this take. I stand by this, all right? I stand by this. People
are listening to an old episode or something?
Maybe they just heard me multiple times.
Have we train blamed lately?
It's just consistent on the show. It's like, hey, if you get hit by a train, come on, man. Like somebody who pulls around a barrier in their car and then gets hit by the train and then goes, well, how could this ever happen? Or somebody who is walking along getting hit by a train. I've seen it with my own eyes 5 feet in front of me, all right? I've seen it. And that guy either did it on purpose or was the dumbest person on planet Earth. And it's a bit of a Darwin situation. But this says from Nathan, not sure if you've seen this brain dead take from the Miami Herald. Thought you might get a laugh from this one. And it says, bright lines, deadly tracks. Hang on. They hit me with all of the pop-ups, all of the ad blockers, all of these. Bright lines, deadly tracks. Why blaming train victims is a lethal cop-out, they said. Not too long after Brightline began operating in South Florida in 2018, it became clear that fast trains were killing a lot of people. The narrative from the company and local officials has been that drivers and pedestrians killed were at fault for making reckless decisions to cross train tracks improperly. A new investigative report by the Miami Herald and WLRN, which is NPR down in South Florida, for those of you who don't know. The blame the victim narrative can no longer be the only explanation for Brightline's shocking death toll of 182 people. The passenger rail service connecting Miami to Orlando at speeds between 79 to 125 miles per hour is the nation's deadliest. Yes, but the point stands. They're absolutely right about this. And this is nothing new. I read a book recently, mildly interesting. It sounded a lot interesting than it was. A book called Barracoon. And Barracoon was about this dude who was supposedly the last slave that was captured by Africans and sold off illegally at that time in the mid 1800s to the United States of America and the North Atlantic slave trade, which was largely shut down by that time. And the story chronicles this guy's whole life. And my frustration with the book was I was like, this guy's got the greatest tale ever. Tell me about getting captured. Tell me about being on the ship, being human cargo, life in America. He was only a slave for like 5 years or so before he saw some Northern soldiers. And they're like, hey, buddy, you're free. And he go, all right, fine. And they skipped over so many interesting things in this story of Barracoon, if you've not read it. But one thing they focused on was he got hit by a train. And even at the time, he tried to sue the train company. And the train company said, we got a big train. It's on the tracks. And it's got a bunch of horns and noises and bells. And he said, well, the bells weren't ringing when you hit me. And they said, you have to be dumb to get hit by a train. Literally, this is what they said to him in a courtroom. And they won at the time. Or he won a little bit of money in the case and they never paid out, is the actual truth. But this is just how it goes. If you get hit by a train, I'll stand by it 10 toes down. It's the easiest thing in your life to avoid. You cannot say that you're not going to die of a cardiac arrest like Hulk Hogan did this week. You're not able to say that you're not going to go down, whatever took out Ozzy Osbourne, that you're not going to drown at the beach. All of these things are difficult fates to avoid. But it is one of the easiest things in your life to avoid dying via a train. On account as they ride on the tracks. If you don't go on the tracks,
they even start the horn a little bit early. So
it's literally impossible. You know, like if you're not near train tracks, you're not going to die of a train accident like this. I
wouldn't say it's literally impossible.
Well,
it's possible, but it's
sure. Like if it falls, if it derails and hits you. But I mean, this is very.
You're
very
saying
rare.
It's impossible for it to be. Well, yeah, I see what you're saying.
They said, to be fair, the Miami Herald says some of the people killed did make bad decisions. There was a driver of a Maserati who zigged and zagged around cars, stopped at the tracks, and went around a gate and died. Whoops! I mean, sorry, Charlie. What do you want me to say to that guy? Brightline officials told reporters the company has done a lot to educate the public about it. I don't know how much you have to educate the public. It's a train. It's on the tracks. It's big, loud, makes noise. But the company has not been found at fault for any of the deaths on its tracks. And they try to go in to say, like, more to it. There's real dangers here. Just be careful around the trains. Don't walk by train tracks with headphones on. That's a big one that gets people. Mm-hmm. Don't do that. Stay away from them. Don't walk down the tracks. This ain't Stand By Me, baby.
It's weird because Brightline is newer as a company and as a service. Mm-hmm. But many of the tracks it operates on were already there, especially down in that South Florida corridor. They were owned by Florida East Coast Railway. They invested heavily in upgrades and new track construction. Right out of my head.
Is it the same one that Amtrak goes on?
I don't know, but I think there was some railroads down there that also operate. And, and maybe I know they're a little.
You're not reading this at all?
I was reading some of it. The one where I seem less sure of myself, that's the one that I'm not reading. I think you can read between the lines there. But Brightline is faster, but I don't think it even operates super fast in that area. Mm. Aren't other trains deadly too? Why is the Brightline getting all of the blame on this when there are plenty of other trains that are just as deadly at the speeds that they operate at?
Yeah, I mean, some of this might be controversial. I would guess, my gut would tell me, a decent portion of people who get hit by and get killed by trains, again, I've seen it with my own eyes, I know what happens, are doing this on purpose. A decent amount are absolute morons who are going around barriers and stuff. Somebody said there was a cop with a woman in the back, and the cop went around one of the barriers and their car got hit by a train. I don't know the details if that's true or whatever, but there's a lot of stories like that. It's user error so many times. And I hate to not feel bad for somebody, but it's like the person who went to wrestle a tiger and got attacked. So I don't know. We'll see. All right. We are going to take a quick break. We want to hear from you. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Claim the gifted subs that are available over there right now. Or just
good. I'm
subscribe to the
starving.
podcast. Subscribe to the podcast. It's up there for you on thenewsjunkie.com right now. All right, when we come back, the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
Thank you for asking. What's coming up on the next episode? Hot off the wire. Hot on the wire? Off. On?
Either way.
Hot wire. Glorilla has been glow-rested in Glorgia. Plus, Fat Joe should be arrested for how much Diet Pepsi he drinks every day. A couple more updates and tidbits coming out of post-Ozzy's Crazy Train to Heaven. For example, all the projects he intended for post-retirement that are now post-alive-ment. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James McGill and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From theodoo.com.
Hey, everybody, school mic on.
Today, we're going to be seeing the return of some scattered showers and thunderstorms.
The next episode when we come back,
Heavy, yes.
then we'll do that Jacksonville viral arrest update. The guy spoke out at a press conference. I want to hear what he has to say. Protesters were showing up in Jacksonville. This thing's kind of heating up a little bit. That will be interesting. I do want to ask you this. Do you have worries about AI, which is, obviously taking over and going to be a huge part of our future? Do you have worries about AI being politically biased? Yes or no? Do you have worries about AI being politically biased? It doesn't matter which way, it doesn't matter where you're coming from, which way, but is that something that you worry about and what effect it might have on humanity, people, et cetera, et cetera? Yes or no?
I'm calling Frank Gay. You need electrical work in your home.
AI is coded by the person so it can happen? Yeah. I mean, there's guardrails up, obviously. There's certainly some things like that can shape the responses. I do now, says BDMP. Maybe for stupid people, not for myself. Isn't that the big fear, though? Isn't everything about the impact that all these things will have on stupid people? Like, I don't worry about fake news' impact on me. I almost never get tricked by any of this stuff. I worry about fake news' impact on stupid people. I've seen things like different countries launching information warfare where they start Facebook pages and trick Americans into getting angry about stuff and showing up for protests. And then trick people into counter-protesting the protesters that they set up to be there. So I think that this stuff can have an impact. I think if there's any way whatsoever that we can make AI a nonpartisan entity, humanity will be better off. AI is supposed to be the decider between opinions and facts it shares. That is doomer ideology that says there's no truth. This is like postmodernist thought. It's like, can't say the sky is blue because and you get into actually wells. I think generally speaking, in a lot of things, you can tell what is true and what is false. And then you can have your opinions on things. Abortion, whatever controversial topic of the day. But I worry about AI, whether it be Grok, or ChatGPT, or any other number of outlets. I worry about it. Google, all these other outlets. I worry about being partisan. I don't want that. 2 minutes and we're coming back live. Isn't that already how the YouTube algorithm works? It seems pretty politicized. No. The YouTube algorithm and everything else is optimized for clicks, view time, and then slightly interactions. There's a whole nother argument about whether algorithms are bad or not, but no, it's not generally that. Just coming in right now. Some breaking news just coming in right now. Ann Burrell who was that Food Network star that died a little while back. The update is that she had died by suicide of acute intoxication from multiple substances. According to the medical examiner, the Food Network star died of acute intoxication from multiple substances. It said she'd been struggling with some things, so I guess that shows you just how bad. That sucks. It's very, very rough. All right, we got 1 minute, and we are coming back live on all platform stations and otherwise. I love you. Thanks for hanging out. Take a moment. Hit the like button, please. Hit the like button on YouTube.
Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now.
Who get it done.
Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Hi, I'm Martin Luther King III.
And I'm Andrea Waters King. Summer isn't just for fun, it's for having fun while making a difference.
Realize the Dream is our national call for 100 million hours of service by my father's 100th birthday, and we need you.
Volunteer at a food bank, organize a community project, or simply help a neighbor.
Visit realizethedream.org or listen to my Legacy podcast on iHeartRadio for inspiration, and let's make this summer unforgettable.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
If it's important to you, it's on and probably being mocked by.
All things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. Jump on board with the show. Watch us in studio live right now. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and you'll see the live alert when the show is live on top. All right, before we get into the next episode, reminder, you can join us, email the show, and if you want to be anonymous, put anonymous right on top. Whatever your feedback is can eke its way, if it's good, onto the show. Same with your dispatches. The good dispatches will make it to air. If you've got an interesting thought, record your video or audio dispatches. Video dispatches are more likely to be played, but record your thoughts at thenewsjunkie.com right now. Let's get into it. Here we go. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
I was getting jiggy with it.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey,
smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, thatmortgageguydon.com. And, of course, the Home Loans Radio Show. He is the man to work with because he's looking out for you. Instead of treating you like a number, he is treating you like a friend, like a part of the family, taking care of your family. If you're looking for your first dream home, perhaps refinancing the dream home you already own, and everything in between, work with the legend that is That Mortgage Guy Don.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with That Mortgage Guy Don.com.
It was 38 years ago, 1987. This was released. Wait for it. It is gonna drop in 3, 2, 1.
La Bamba!
La Bamba is right. God, time
I'm
flies.
not the sailor, I'm the captain, right?
That's Captain Phillips, I believe, Tom Hanks.
No, that's a different one. That's I'm the captain now. But technically, is he saying soy no soy parinero or something like that? Soy capitan?
That is very inappropriate to say.
I'm not the sailor, I'm the captain? Or, yeah, I think that's it.
All right, I'll give you 1 point for that, and I'll give 2 points if you can tell me who played Richie Valens.
Trick question, Richie Valens.
No, it was not.
No. Damn it.
Incorrect. I will give you the hint of.
I don't know.
They use the 3 names, like first, middle, last, but they didn't murder.
I don't know. I have
Lou
no
Diamond
idea.
Phillips.
Lou Diamond Phillips, that's right. Yeah.
I guess Rick
he was in
Dees-
everything at that time.
Rick Dees in the morning? Does that make sense to you? Who's it said,
wait.
Lou Diamond Phillips says, Richie Valens, Rick Dees in the morning.
I don't know what that means.
Me either.
Is that like a radio show they were
Rick
on?
Dees was an old DJ. He did Disco Duck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know who.
Disco Duck.
Stitch. Let's go, while we're on this train of things that aren't human, we have more tributes rolling out for...
So funny, Sean. You don't like my
Can't
Disco
wait
Duck?
to tune into that show.
Ozzy Osbourne. A lot of people feeling the loss. Even things that are not people, but fuzzy frogs. Of course, I'm speaking of Kermit the Frog. Sea-Line, go.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows?
On the Muppets Facebook page, he said, "No one. I'm Kermit the Frog here.
Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog here. No one racked harder than the great Ozzy Osbourne." I don't know where it's going. Every time.
Please don't air check this segment.
Or perhaps air check it and send over that $1 billion check, South Park.
Oh, man.
Every time we bumped into Ozzy over the years, he made us feel just as cool as he was. We love having a friend like Ozzy Osbourne, and we feel so lucky to have known him, worked with him, and experienced his music for so many decades. He also mentioned Ozzy's duet with Miss Piggy on a cover of Born to Be Wild for Kermit Unpigged album.
Unpigged?
Classic.
Lady Gaga and her dancers took their final bow to Crazy Train, and she exposed a very convenient Ozzy Osbourne shirt that obviously she had in her luggage for the entire tour, and they rocked out to Ozzy. Wolfgang Van Halen and his band Mammoth played Mama I'm Coming Home during a what?
What'd you call him?
Wolfgang Van Halen. Is it Kermit the Frog here? Van Halen.
There you go.
I know it's Van Halen. And his band Mammoth played Mama I'm Coming Home during a gig in Connecticut. So that's very exciting. Also very exciting for those planning Ozzy's funeral. Because according to reports, he once said his family could do anything for his funeral as long as it makes them happy.
Challenge accepted.
Even play Justin Bieber or this gal right here. This is 3 points on the board.
Wild Horse Couldn't Drag Me Down. It's not Sarah McLachlan, is it?
No, but the name starts with an S.
Damn,
And
I know
not
the
easy
song.
on the eyes, but great voice.
Oh, Susan.
Come on.
Susan from America. From the
if you
Got
squeeze
Talent.
it, Puss will come
Susan
out.
Boyle.
Yeah.
If you squeeze it, Puss will come.
Yikes.
I should have
It's like
referred
Susan
to.
Pimple? What?
They said if you want to play Susan Boyle or Justin Bieber, Ozzy was totally cool with it. So
I mean, it was a good hint. It worked.
we'll see how that all comes out. Ozzy's dear friend Lemmy from Motorhead, by the way, played his last gig in Berlin, December 11th, 2015.
Yeah.
Died December 28th.
Oh, really?
17 days later.
Man.
So is this the new 27?
They were just built to rock. These people, once they stopped rocking, they died.
They start
That's
rolling
it.
down the hill of death.
Same thing's going to happen to me. I was built to rock. The moment I stop rocking, rip, dead, gone.
Examples of the rocking that you were doing.
I don't share that part of my life with you. I keep that separate from this whole thing.
Well, we can't keep separate the Alamo and Ozzy Osbourne, but if there's anything that they might want to wedge in there, it is some brand new, breaking news kind of, a new piece over at the Alamo, and it's this guy's bike.
My bike. That's a cool thing.
The original bike from Pee-wee's Big Adventure will be permanently displayed at the Alamo. There'll be limited showings of it later this year, and it'll be part of their museum, which opens in 2027. Ha ha! My bike!
Did you guys see that documentary about him?
Not yet, because I know I'm going to cry, so I'm kind of like
I heard it was
leaving that
good.
for like a day I don't have to do much.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Even for a cry day?
Yeah, if you have to plan the cries out at my age. Or perhaps we skip the crying and get us some lightsabers, guys.
Sure.
Only Ghislaine will nerd out with me, but according to reports, Darth Vader's actual lightsaber is up for sale.
Nice.
It was big money.
Oh, so big that it's 30% of Star Wars original budget.
Really?
Do that math, sucker.
Oh, I'd have to know Star Wars original budget by heart.
PropStoreAuction.com. Estimated sale price of... I have so many points to give.
I'm going to get this.
It's not... I'll tell you that.
Notoriously, I've been doing bad at guessing, so I'm going to follow Sealand.
Here we go.
$600,000.
Okay. The
That's too
production
low.
budget for the first Star Wars was just $11 million altogether.
Okay, so $3 million.
All right. Sean, you're getting the point, kind of, because they're estimating
You
between...
handed him the answer.
And I hope he remembers that next time he wants to fight.
I won't. Okay. I will not. No.
Between $1 million and $3 million. Yet it's hard to doubt that the piece of fandom history will sell.
Does it do anything? Does it
kills bad guys or good guys, depending on what side you're on.
I feel like the ones that you get at the theme park, which are quite expensive, some of them maybe have more functionality than these old ones that they were using in the movies.
Like with actual lasers?
Nah, I don't know. Maybe some of them do have lasers in them, but usually like they have a really cool light coming out and it functions pretty well, and they're like really great replicas.
Or it'd be fun if they actually sell a real lightsaber one day and someone tries to break in your house.
Mm-hmm.
They will turn around real quick if it's an actual lightsaber.
I think, and I may be wrong on this, Sealand would probably know the answer to this. I think you could buy a laser pointer that would like hurt somebody, which is probably the closest you could get to a lightsaber.
So stuff that that point out planes and stuff.
Yeah, like if you use that close, it'll like burn through stuff, I think.
There would exist a laser that could hurt you because they have those like laser etchers and stuff like that. But there is a YouTube channel.
Sealand's nerding out.
Dedicated to. I just found this for the first time.
Cry cuts. We're talking about.
It's a cricket.
What? Cricket.
There's a.
Damn it!
Bite your damn tongue.
There's a YouTube channel that I saw the other day that they're dedicated to like coming the closest to building an actual lightsaber. And
how close were you to?
Not at all. The thing that they built is terrifying.
Oh, really?
It's like shooting out fire or plasma.
Why on earth would they draw the line at that? But Sabrina she had a flamethrower at one point in time.
Yeah, for fun.
I'm just saying, why can you sell one thing and not the other thing? I feel like people should be able to buy a lightsaber.
Thank you. That's what I've been screaming from the rooftops.
Have you?
I'm on the rooftop.
Since we're here talking about Star Wars, and it won't be relevant when I use it another day, we have the most expensive Star Wars toys. Real quick, you have to answer in 2 seconds. Darth Vader 12-back A-double telescope. How much? Double telescoping means that his lightsaber is in 2 parts.
$10,000.
Okay.
$6,000.
$130,000.
Oh my God.
Jaws with vinyl cape. Go.
$200.
Okay.
$201.
$30,000. Yak face.
Oh, that one. $52,000.
Okay.
$50,000.
$6,745. Luke Skywalker unpunched.
Unpunched.
The unpunched is $20,000.
That means the hole in the packaging that you use to hang it on a peg in the store is
$400,000.
Okay. $5,000. You guys suck at this game.
I'm never good at it.
The Force was not with you.
No, not today.
I just stopped handing out answers.
But the boob tubes with you. We have Celebrity Family Feud with Martina McBride and the Arquettes. That should be fun. Patti LaBelle and Fantasia as well. Press Your Luck on ABC. 1 hour special Frankenshark.
Yes.
A series finale, the second half of Sandman on season 2. Congrats on everyone who just found out what Sandman was on Netflix. Series premiere of Hitmakers on Netflix. And Mariah Carey be all up in Kimmel. Follow your dreams of me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. Big announcements coming soon, so, subscribe below and stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. Speaking of television, I just saw that this new show, because every day after the show, I do a bunch of work, get the podcast posted, do all these different things, cut up some clips. And then I go for my walk/run, which I've worked in earlier. And then when I come back to do more work, Courtney goes, okay, time for me to watch my show. And she's been watching this show, and she's like, oh, it's so good. It's so good.
What
and
show?
I go, I didn't know much about it. I wasn't like really in the loop on it. And then I saw this story this morning, and I go, are you kidding me? The show that she's been watching, the stories are all like, is this the sexiest show ever on Netflix? Is this the most raunchy? And I'm like, what is she watching out there when I'm in the studio after hours working on things?
It's new, first season?
It's called The Hunting Wives.
Oh, okay. So I did watch the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't necessarily going to watch it, but it's good.
Brittany
it's
Snow.
Sexy. It's
Brittany Snow is in
Perfect.
it. Yeah, it's her, and I like Brittany Snow. She's in some pretty great stuff. And the other people, I don't know who they are, but I'm sure she does. And it's like, this is a murder mystery. It's got like all these crazy twists and turns. There's like MAGA women having lesbian romps. There's sex
baby.
every 5 seconds. It's from an erotic thriller.
Oh.
An 8-part series based on May Cobb's erotic thriller that was named and adapted by Rebecca Cutler. So I said, holy cow. They don't shy away from full frontal nudity. And Courtney said, she said
South
to me,
Park, apparently.
She was like, I already saw 2 sets of boobs. And I said, you didn't send me either one of them. And she said, they weren't very big. And I said,
and you said, do you even love me?
Never mind. I don't need to see them. I appreciate it, though. So I didn't know about it, but I guess that's the wild time that's
Sean
going on.
just wants
right
like Sydney Sweeney level sweater meat.
I don't want anything. I've got plenty. Not myself. I'm talking about. I was talking about my girlfriend. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get into the updates on the Jacksonville arrest, the viral arrest out of Jacksonville, a press conference going down. And there was a lot of bombs thrown at this thing. There's some interesting stuff to get into here. We'll give you the very latest on that still developing story. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
The right lane's blocked on State Road 434 at Pembroke Drive. There's a crash getting cleared up here where Silver Star Road meets.
Hey, buddy. Whoa. What's going on, camera guy?
From the traffic center of James.
What are you looking at down there?
This report is sponsored by BlindStreet.com.
What if I could guarantee the price of Bitcoin will be $1 million in 2030? Well, I can't, but I can guarantee you'll save a lot of money on blinds.
Cameraman!
BlindStreet.com. Free samples, free shipping.
Point the camera upward.
Shop at BlindStreet.com today.
This here full of Real Radio is
I will fire you so fast.
Imagine yourself winning $1,000 this summer. What'd you do with each weekend? Upgrade your phone? Commission a custom portrait of yourself. Hey, we're not here to judge. We are here to give you that chance to get $1,000 in your hand. 13 times each weekday. Your keyword, enter website, answer phone. We are the best at
What happened here?
You are in the right place. Real Radio 104.1. This national contest sponsored locally by Mills Air. Mills Air, been in business since 19.
Is it even going to follow me? Cameraman! Red alert! Hang tight. Got a solution.
Turn to the experts at millsair.com.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Looking to save some? Then contact Eustace Roofing. Right now they are offering 10% off new roof installations now until July 31st. Invest in your home's future and get a free estimate at eustaceroofing.com.
Hey there, history fans.
iHeartRadio brings you a brand new history podcast.
It's called
Finally! What the hell, man? So hard to get good help around here. I got a big Ghislaine Maxwell Epstein update, some actual interesting stuff coming up. New Brian Koberger mugshot just dropping. New Brian Koberger mugshot. This is what he looks like as he starts to spend the rest of his life in a Supermax prison. Okay. How are we doing, everybody? By the way, I don't know if the subs are still available, but if you gift secret shows or subscribe to secret shows, you can get this pin, very limited. It's about 40-something of them left. You can get yours while those supplies last. And by the way, there is a secret show live tonight. Should be around 8 o'clock-ish. Where can you watch the secret show? Fully uncensored as it streams live? Well, you can watch it afterwards. They're posted on Fridays, and you can watch on your TV or your phone or whatever on thenewsjunkie.com. But you can watch live as we record it on the News Junkie Discord. Okay? The link to the Discord is up on thenewsjunkie.com. Scroll down. 3 minutes. Welcome to Koberger, home of the Koberger. Kind of does work.
Visit justcallmo.com or call me at 1-800-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Office, Orlando. International Diamond Center's values are so compelling, it's not unusual.
Discord is a scary place? No, it's not. I'm ready for school to start. When does school start for everybody? We're getting pretty close?
It's not a typical jewelry store. For example, did you know IDC has one of the largest selections of luxury pre-owned Rolexes in America?
We should be getting pretty close.
Rolex watches, Submariners, Daytonas, Pepsis, Batmans, all in perfect condition. We scour the world to find only the most prestigious.
School by me already started. You gotta bang Hogan. You going missionary or facing away from him? What? What? No.
Exquisite rare diamonds, premium designer jewelry, and exceptional white glove service. You're gonna want to come to IDC. It's worth the drive. International Diamond Center for Orlando.
Kurt says, Tanya, I don't know if you ended up seeing the secret show last week, but it was a banger, especially at the end. I'm going to keep it together a bit more this week. I'm not going to tell you that I watched that back and was happy with it. I was not. Watching that back, I was not happy with my performance. Any updates on the Wasson roast? Soon. Very soon, in the next couple of weeks. We'll have the announcements on that, and tickets going for sale, on sale, all of that good stuff. Folks, make sure you hit subscribe if you're new around here. Hit the like button to spread the word. When we come back, we're going to talk about the latest in this Jacksonville viral arrest. And there's a lot of big news coming out about this guy where the cop smashed his window and punched him in the face. A lot of opinions on that. And we're going to see what you have to say in just a moment.
Create a plan to stabilize your foundation. Schedule your free inspection at alphafoundations.com/row. And while you're there, check out my latest dirty job.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
At Rental World, we've proudly served Osceola County since 1971 with top quality equipment, competitive prices, and unbeatable service. From mini excavators and stump grinders to pressure washers and dump trailers, we've got what you need to get the job done right. Need it after work? Ask about our half-day and weekend specials. As a Steel Elite dealer, we carry everything from chainsaws to trimmers, plus concrete tools, mixers, and more. Visit RentalWorldFL.com or stop by today. Rental World. Making your job easier for over 50 years.
Wawa Hoagie Fest is here. Hoagies, clubs, quesadillas, and more, all for $6 and under.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free, new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, bank, B-A-N-K, bank. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Real Radio 104.1.
Forever hovering over life's great dump button. You're listening to the new.
People out there. It's a lot to it. There's actually some interesting things psychologically going on when you watch this stuff. And certainly on this front. When it comes to these police stories, like the Jacksonville viral arrest that we've been covering, there are a couple of different takes. One is the whole F around and find out, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, which I don't even think most of those people actually agree with that. Because if I sat them down away from the internet and everything, I showed them the video, I'm like, here's a dude who absolutely should have followed the police's instructions, should have got out of the car, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Are you okay with, because he didn't follow directions, with a cop punching him in the face? 99% of people are going to say, of course not. Of course I'm not okay with that. That's wrong. The cops shouldn't be doing that. 1%, those people are losers. You're never going to win them over. Who cares? I don't care, honestly. But I do see a lot of people who fall into these different categories of responses. The other one is like, well, cops are always bad and racist and wrong, and which is also a dopey take. Eddie on YouTube says, he was smacked, this guy in Jacksonville, and it was legit. The Dip S made himself a threat by closing the door and not following multiple commands. Well, then, why not just kill him? Right? Honest question. Why not just kill him? If he deserved that, and if he was not following commands and was like some sort of a threat or a danger, you okay with that? If they would have just shot him in the face and killed him? Or you're only okay if they beat him up. That's okay. Mm-hmm. See, for me, I want my police officers to be above those kind of things. And when they're not, I want them to be strung up in front of a crowd, preferably.
When you say strung up,
I mean with a rope.
Not killing. Okay.
I want people to be made an example of when they behave like this. I literally mean that they should be fired, which is what I've said all along about this story. I think that these officers should be made an example of. You shouldn't allow that stuff. And you're like, what kind of weird cop sucker behavior is that, to just be like, well, that's how it goes, and then it's you, and then the cops pull you over, and then something goes wrong, and you go, hold on,
and no one's on my side.
This doesn't feel right. Yeah, like, what happened, guys? What's going on here? Well, I listened, so this will never happen to me. The story all began with this young guy in his 20s. He is probably a pain in the ass. He has been pulled over quite a few times.
He seemed like a pain in the ass. I mean, in the body cam video.
Yeah, I think maybe that might be his thing.
I made the comment when we first saw his side of things that it seemed like when he started recording that he was not a huge pain in the ass, which is convenient for his part of the video. Then when we saw the body cam video, and you see that he opened his door and said, what's up? We stopped you for doing this. No, I didn't. Slams the door, call your supervisor. Like, come on, man. They gave him so many opportunities to not have his window bashed in.
Yeah. But the way I always view these
now, I'm not saying he should have been punched in the face. But
yeah, and that's where I draw the line too. It's like the guy should have done different stuff. He didn't pay attention. You could even charge him. Go for that. But your police officer should not be allowed to punch him in the face. That should be where we draw the line on this stuff. But there's also this sort of, I'm sure I'm sure somebody smarter in psychoanalysis than I ever will be can tell me what the actual name of this phenomenon is. But there's often a desire to take these people and make them the perfect example. All right, I'll give you an example.
Are you talking about the man who was pulled over, or the cops?
I mean anybody who's the perceived victim in these cases. So, for instance, as an example, with George Floyd, there's people who want to make like George Floyd Day, and they want to paint like a big mural of George Floyd, and George Floyd could have been my son, and this. George Floyd was a very problematic person who did some absolutely warped, messed up things, but it just so happens that a police officer did something horrific to him that cost him his life. All right. And I don't want to get into the whole ins and outs of that situation, but there's this desire to make like the perfect victim. Not only does this person have to be wronged, but they have to be the perfect victim. God forbid they have done anything wrong in their priors. God forbid their family members have done anything wrong. Anything else. Like, they must be the perfect Christ-like victim, and then we can elevate them to here's the example. And I don't agree with that. I think that this guy could be wrong, out of line, and even arrest-worthy in terms of his behavior. But that doesn't mean that the cops didn't do something wrong. And I think the sheriff here has completely avoided any responsibility.
I mean, but it's and all the five or six cops that showed up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just seems like we are getting, speaking of perfect examples of this, like, blue blood brotherhood thing where this is what it was. This is how we put the report. Here's the quote unquote body cam footage that we're providing, that we did a little editing, but just captions. And at what point, when everyone else is screaming, just like you are, we see right past this that any accountability is going to be shown. Like, it seems like all of them are just going to stick with that original story.
It's probably going to go that way. There is more pressure now. And the reason I bring this up again is because of the press conference that they just had. And for the first time, he was at the press conference. He was there. And he's all lawyered up. He's got the whole like dream team of black attorneys who are obviously going to put a racial spin on this case. I don't think this case personally has much to do with race. At least one of the cops who was aggressive in the arrest was black himself. Maybe two, I'm not positive, but certainly one.
Also, the sheriff who was up there saying, "Hey, I'm investigating this. Right now, we've seen no sign of wrongdoing." He's black. I don't see why it should be a racial thing.
Yeah, I don't think so. But they're very much going to make it that because they're attorneys, and this is what they do. But by the way, somebody says that's confirmation bias. No, that's what I'm talking about is not confirmation bias. It's the desire to take victims and make them perfect. Like, it can't just be that this was a troubled person, but what happened to them was a moral and overall wrong. It has to be that this person is the greatest person in the world, and they're an angel, they're a sweetheart. These are the things that I'm talking about. Here's the press conference. This is a whole team of lawyers. There's cameras all over.
Facts.
All right.
And everybody saw the video.
Everybody saw the video.
You can release all the body cameras you want. But the body camera, the cell phone footage was unedited. It is a reality. You can talk about a knife being in the car, but it was not a weapon because he did not weaponize it. He stayed calm. The only weapon that day was a Jacksonville sheriff office. The nation saw it. Everybody saw it.
Pretty good line, actually, to say, like, there was a knife in his car, but he didn't weaponize the knife. So it wasn't a weapon. These guys know what they're doing. They're all very smart in exactly how they're angling this.
And we are here for redress and get justice for the Menil family.
Amen.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Benjamin Crump, the famed attorney next to him, he's not speaking right now.
William have a long road to recovery to go. I'm not going to get in his injuries. You see pictures and things online, but William attended Livingston College, band scholarship. His president is here today. So this narrative, they always have this narrative being, he was a thug.
Oh,
right? He was
YouTube video's freaking out. Hang on.
That's the narrative.
Yes, sir.
But William was doing William was doing everything right.
Here he is.
A college student on scholarship.
I wonder what he's thinking right here. Like, I want to know things. I want to know, did he approach Benjamin Crump and all these different legal people, and then they said, "Hey, do you have video of this? And then he goes, yeah, I got video. I recorded my interactions from February. And then did they say, like, post it, let it go,
Have
see
we
what
found
happens?
his social media? Like, did he post it
Only
prior to this?
only the Instagram account where it initially was posted, which was, you know,
I
in the
haven't even
last
seen that
week or so. That's all I've seen. That's all I've seen was like the video where I thought that was his. Maybe it wasn't even his. But I wonder if, you know, why did he wait so long? Was it because he lawyered up and they said, dude, you got gold on your hands with this video. Get it out to the people. Let them see this. And when he hit post on that video, I wonder. And by the way, I don't know if that's the case. It's just I'm theorizing. May or may not be the case. But when he hit post, did he think, I'm going to be at a press conference pretty soon. This is going to be a big deal.
Doing what's required of him to be a better person. And all he did was exercise his fundamental rights, his God-given rights, to answer a simple question. Why are you stopping me? For not having headlights on during the day? Did y'all see the video where the officers came with no headlights on? No windshield wiper, no smoke, no fog, no rain. So anybody would be confused. Why are you stopping me?
My favorite part is that baby in the
exercised the right
audience.
to answer that question, and they bullied him, intimidated him, broke his window, and beat him and caused permanent injuries.
All right, now I want to go to him and his family speaking out, because these attorneys are all going to say, you know, the same stuff. Nothing against him, but that's just what they're going to do. Here's his mom.
LaToya Solomon. I'm Williams McNeil's mother. He's my firstborn. He's also my only son. I have 4 children. He is the only boy. I have 3 girls. The day I seen that video, I couldn't finish it past the window breaking.
The attorneys are so good. The son started rubbing on the mom's shoulder as she's crying, telling the story, and the attorney's like doing the come here, and they have him go over closer, put your arm around your mom, make sure you bring her in. We were like, they know exactly what they're doing.
When I when I did actually sit on a jury, the time that I was jury foreman, much like Sabrina was in her own jury, when they were having the guy testify, the lawyer kept motioning to him like, don't answer the question that I'm asking you to me. You tell them. And he was pointing at the jury. He's like, tell them the answer.
It's way more powerful.
These are who you have. These are the people you got to convince here.
Yeah, it's way more powerful. It's like, well, that's not nothing that we don't know. What do they tell you in radio? Talk directly to the one listener, which can be a thing that people could do. Here's your target audience.
Sup, Steve?
How are you doing? Talk directly to that person. So they're sort of orchestrating this in a way that's smart for them, but the mom's talking.
It wasn't until maybe a few months ago I finally finished the whole video. But I'm thankful to God for protecting him.
Praise the Lord.
Because I know what the outcome should have been. But I believe in faith in God. It's what protected my only son. And I thank God for that.
All right, then his stepdad talks. His father, I don't know if his father's in his life or not. His father's like I believe, a registered sexual predator. Not that really matters that much in the case, but you'll hear it out there. So, I'll toss it in before somebody uses that as a critique on this guy's behavior.
Before they weaponize it?
Before it's weaponized, yeah. William McNeil Jr. is the one whose window is broken.
And keep this family in prayer, because as his mother and father both said, they knew he could have been the next hashtag. It could have been a different result had he not kept his demeanor.
Quick question before we hear him. Quick thought and observation.
All right.
He's wearing red, which is the same color he was wearing in that video. Do you think that's on purpose?
Yeah, they're all wearing red.
Maybe. I don't know.
Doubt.
I don't know. It wouldn't put it past him, because these are big dollar attorneys. They know exactly what they're doing. None of this is accidental. Benjamin Crump is a very skilled guy.
Right. When I look at that and knowing that everything is meticulously planned out for these sort of press conferences, I was like, man, they got to have.
I mean, things
put them all
are
in red
planned
on
out,
purpose.
but that shouldn't take away from what's happening.
No, I'm not suggesting that it should either. I'm saying that they are doing that because that's what you do in these cases. I bet they told him, put on a collared shirt, get out here, the people want to hear you speak.
First of all, I want to thank God for bringing everybody here together, and thank y'all for supporting me. That day, I just really wanted to know, why I was getting pulled over and why I needed to step out the car when I knew I didn't do nothing wrong.
Uh-oh, it's freezing up on us.
I was really just scared.
I was scared.
That's it.
Okay, and that's enough, William.
Yeah. That's enough. There, good. That's enough. There you go. And that's the guy behind this. And I will tell you this: no matter what you think, if you think, oh, he's crying like a baby right now, really, blah 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 blah, whatever you want to say, the biggest lesson in the world is he was smart as hell to film this from his angle.
Everyone,
he was smart as hell.
You got to do it. At this point, do you get a dash cam? Is that everyone it should just come with? I'm wondering if new cars are going to just give you the option at that point, because it should always be filmed, even the outside stuff, or just constantly have your phone recording if you get pulled over.
It feels like it's an inevitable for cars. Like if you look at Teslas and some of these other vehicles, obviously they have the cameras surrounding them that you could pull up, and
Yeah, but they also have them inside to make sure that you're looking where you're supposed to be looking.
Can you access those though?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if those are as archived as, say, maybe the surrounding cameras. Like if there's people that approach a Tesla, or if somebody hits it.
Remember that whole thing?
Usually it records all that.
Yeah. I need here to wrap this update up on the Jacksonville viral arrest thing. There's some protests out there about the sheriff and his response.
Video recorded beating. You blame that young man for not coming to you for reporting this, but you say you hold your officers to a high standard, so why didn't the officers go and self-report themselves?
Although the sheriff says he has been transparent about the video recorded beating and other instances where his officers' actions made news headlines, protesters say he is not being transparent enough when it comes to answering honest questions.
Because it's far too long now that he has been getting away with not answering questions.
Talk about the sheriff.
How the sheriff answered one question in particular during Monday's news conference had protesters sounding off.
Let's listen.
Was it appropriate for the officer to punch this guy in the jaw after he'd already broken the window? Was that yes or no? Was that appropriate?
It depends on the circumstances. But it's already determined it's not criminal. Now we're going to look for JSO policy violations. How about that? Is that good?
Well,
dude. Somebody says.
Next question.
Somebody said if a civilian did that to another civilian, they'd be in handcuffs.
If a civilian did that to another civilian, they would be in handcuffs.
No, not necessarily. It depends on the circumstances, the situation.
It's disgusting.
Okay. Well, actually, the world of actually guys has exploded in 2025, and now the sheriff is amongst them. But let us know what you think. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, we are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from Sharon Osbourne. She's talking about the Ozzy Osbourne death. In jury duty, we got an update on that Candace Owens lawsuit. We'll touch on that. Big movement on the Epstein front. If you like that, if you don't, there's a lot of exciting stuff coming up very shortly. And it's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Peace, love, unity, respect.
I would wear my knuckles down to a nub punching people in that place.
Oh, I thought it's just because you drag them.
The Jim Colbert Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
Keep an eye out for crews on the roadways, clearing up a couple accidents here on Forest City Road between Riverside, Park Road, and Maitland Boulevard. There's
Stand by, Schoolmaker, stand by. Live read, then we're coming over to you.
slowdowns on I-4, no serious accidents on the major roadways affecting your ride this afternoon. But if you do see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fairwinds Credit Union. Financial freedom happens here. Fairwinds Credit Union. Whether you need personal or business accounts to help you reach your goals, they've got you covered. Visit fairwinds.org to join their community of financial freedom seekers today. Financial freedom happens here. Federally insured by NCUA.
My friends at Reese Windows and Doors, they want to help you out. They want to register you to win $15,000 in free windows. Why do you need free windows? Why? You already have windows, you say. Well, your windows could be old. If you got those old single pane windows, the ones that originally came with your house when it was built. They're probably letting out all the cold air, and if that storm rolls in, if the right one hits you, it could be a dangerous situation. You need hurricane impact windows to protect you, to protect your assets, and to give you peace of mind. And when you get the hurricane impact windows from Reese Windows and Doors, they come with a double lifetime warranty. It transfers when you sell the house. It increases the value of your home. It increases your peace of mind, and you're protected. You're better protected from harsh elements, and it's more energy efficient, saving you money. What could go wrong? Well, buy 2 windows, you get 1 free. Reese Windows and Doors is helping you out that way too, but if you want to win those free ones, here's what you do. You get that free quote, and you register to win $15,000 in free windows by picking up your phone and texting the word WOW to 20129. That's WOW to 20129 for Reese Windows and Doors.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back in Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
September 19th and 20th, streaming live only on Hulu. 15 artists, 2 nights, 1 stage. Get tickets now at AXS.com.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Delta Airlines doesn't just help you see the world, they help you embrace it. Delta's dedicated teams make your travel experience extraordinary, anticipating your every need with genuine care throughout your journey. The app puts you in total control, and with fast, free Delta Sync Wi-Fi, you can stay connected to what matters most. So flight time feels more like me time. With exclusive partnerships and Sky Miles rewards, every part of the Delta experience is designed to make the journey as enjoyable as the destination.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we could preserve it before it disappears. Orlando.
Going to nursing school can change your life, but that doesn't mean it's easy. At Galen College of Nursing, we understand that. We provide one-to-one tutoring support and assigned academic advisors to help keep you on track from day one. Galen, the now approach to nursing education. Join us at galencollege.edu.
It's the Freedom Sale at Greenway Kia. Central Florida's largest Kia inventory is tariff-free and marked down thousands below MSRP. Qualified buyers, no payments all summer. No payments until next fall. Stuck in a car you hate? We'll set you free, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Kia. The Freedom Sale is on now. Click greenwaykias.com or visit us on East Colonial, West Colonial, or 1792 in Longwood.
Negative equity refinanced. Offers subject to lender approval guidelines. Expires 8/15.
Hey-o. Hey, question for you, chat. Question for you. Is there anybody in chat right now that thinks in that viral arrest video the Jacksonville police did nothing wrong? Say they did nothing wrong if you think they did nothing wrong. I want to see how many people think they did nothing wrong. Behaw is a wild and unpredictable stallion. She should be thrown in jail. Hello, Mark. Chaos says I should have become a cop and harassed white people. Never too late. I hate people who hear these types of stories and automatically go into the I hate cops bullshit. Remember who you'll cry to when you need help? That's the problem. Like, the radicalism is so crazy. Like, George Floyd was a saint and an amazing person, and like we don't have to do all that shit, and we don't have to say all the cops are terrible. We don't have to say, like, we can say we have a policing issue. We have an issue with the inability or lack of desire for a lot of police officers to bring down the temperature in a lot of these situations. But certainly, like the cop yesterday with that dumb lady, the bitch who didn't think she was going to be held accountable for anything, that cop was really good and was doing a good job. It's not, you know, it's there's so much more nuance in real life. But that shit doesn't go viral on Twitter, right? All right, we're coming back right now. God bless your souls. Hit like, hit like, hit like.
driver from South Carolina who is now buried alongside the founding families of Panama. Wild stories about adventure, romance, crime, history, and war intertwine as I share the tall tales and hard truths that have helped me understand Uncle Chris. Listen to Uncle Chris on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Uncle Chris and start listening on the free iHeart Radio app today.
Wawa Hoagie Fest is here. Hoagies, clubs, quesadillas, and more, all for $6 and under.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BANK, B-A-N-K, BANK. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
They're best friends, unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the news.
Secret shows. By the way, if you subscribe or gift a sub, you can get a gift, including the limited pin, the No S Warlock pins. There's about 40 of those left. See them over on thenewsjunkie.com. And if you already are a subscriber, hit gift. Hit that little icon, and you'll give one to a random user. You'll see who they are when they pick it up. But you can choose what you want on the way out, including a random magnet, one of these pins, or some other items. Check it out at thenewsjunkie.com. I'm wondering if people are going to go nuts for this. I do not know what the level of excitement will be in just a matter of hours, because that's how far we are away from something dropping out there to the masses. It's been a long time. It's been a very, very long time. But in a matter of hours, at 3 a.m., Happy Gilmore 2 will drop on Netflix.
That's right.
And I wonder, do you think... Remember, we've done stories over the years about how they paid Adam Sandler a lot of money at Netflix because all of their data said that whether people review them high or give them crappy grades on Rotten Tomatoes, their viewers, their subscribers were watching so much Adam Sandler content.
They did a deal where it was five or six movies.
Yeah, straight to Netflix. Yeah.
Which one was memorable?
None of them for me. I don't.
Wait a second.
No, the bar mitzvah one I thought was supposed to be very funny.
With his daughters,
Yeah.
That was pretty good. That was pretty decently fun.
Was Uncut Gems not a part of that deal?
Uncut Gems. No,
I don't
believe so.
think so. No, it was there was a cowboy one.
QB Halloween.
QB Halloween was one of them. That also featured Julie Bowen, the lovely Julie Bowen, who will be in Happy Gilmore 2, and is also, you probably know Julie Bowen as the mom from Modern Family.
Correct.
She is fantastic, and. That's one of those shows that I can't say enough good things about. Modern Family, and the actors Ty Burrell and so many Eric Stone Street, so many others that did such a great job there. But Julie Bowen, people forget, was in the first Happy Gilmore, so she'll be reprising her role in the second.
They have a name for this type of. It's not a reboot, obviously, because it's a sequel, but because it's gone so long, like Twisters, Independence Day 2, now Happy Gilmore 2.
What's that called?
It's the Legasequel.
Legasequel.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
All right. So,
I learned that on Who's the Baddie.
You're the baddie, C-Lane.
Check out the episode where C-Lane was on. Podcast available wherever you get your podcast, Who's the Baddie. But this is when you have a movie. The first one comes out, and then there's a very, very long time before the second one comes out.
Right.
Which is happening right now with Happy Gilmore 2.
I think it's tacked mostly to sequels of things that were just huge hits, huge memorable hits. Top Gun Maverick was a big Legasequel, stuff like that. Twister was a very memorable movie, very good movie. And I think a lot of times people approach these with a lot of caution because they're like, oh, are they going to ruin this for me? Is this going to leave a stain on the original movie? The fact that this sequel exists.
Yeah, I mean, there's something though that's so strange to me about Adam Sandler movies. Now, I will tell you, and I don't mean this as any sort of insult at all, but a lot of Adam Sandler movies that I've seen over the years are either incredibly forgettable or
Say
just
that to Jack and Jill's face, dude.
overall bad. For instance, Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2. Terrible movies.
I did not care for them at all. I am with you on that. But everyone loved it, Sean.
But I'm going to tell you, even though I think they are bad movies, I enjoy them and I watch them all the time.
Really? I have not watched them since I saw them in the theater.
Like I like blended Just Go With It with Dave Matthews. Oh my God. That movie's
is that
fantastic.
the one where I think he's gay in a couple of them, but
yeah.
what was he in Just Go With It?
Dave Matthews
was that the one where he was Nicole Kidman's husband?
Yep,
and he was
that's
very
it.
eccentric. Okay, yeah, he was gay in a different one then.
Yeah, that movie, bad and good in all of the ways you could imagine.
Dave Matthews is a surprisingly decent actor. Like, he's been in a small handful of things, but he has been in a few Adam Sandler vehicles, which makes me wonder, like, is Adam Sandler just a Dave fan? And he's like, I know how I could hang out with Dave Matthews. I could put him in my movies.
I think he is. He also likes that sports radio guy who he puts in a bunch of his movies. Dan Patrick. But the problem I have, and I think the problem that people should be a little aware of, is sometimes on the first run, Adam Sandler does something like Grown Ups, and Grown Ups is released. And you're like, okay, this is a fun romp. I am enjoying myself. And then the second one, whatever the second one is markedly worse. For instance, there is a little movie you might have heard of called Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo.
Oh, they're bringing that back?
The first one
No, they already had a sequel to that.
Yeah, the first one was like okay and fun and had some funny moments and whatnot, and you could get through it. It's kind of a cult classic in '99. But then there was Deuce Bigalow.
It's me,
Jessica.
Every
Deuce
time
Bigalow, European Gigolo. The second one was like, what is Adam Sandler doing?
Hot chick. I'm sorry. I just quoted. This is why I don't quote.
I don't know why some of these are. Did they ever do a second Waterboy? They didn't do that, though. I don't think.
No, they haven't. So
Yeah, they did. It's called Fireboy, I believe.
see, it says that they had that initial 6-movie deal, but they extended it for 6 more. So this was back in 2020. It said Adam Sandler will have made 12 Netflix original movies by the time his new deal runs out. This was after Murder Mystery.
I loved Murder Mystery.
Murder Mystery was Netflix's most popular movie of 2019.
It was very funny. And the second wasn't too bad.
You know why? Because people love, number one, murder mystery movies.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the what was the Glass Onion one? Knives Out. Those movies, people love those things. Murder mystery, you name it, the simplest thing in the world. Nobody's going to be confused as to what it is. It's got Adam Sandler. It's got Jennifer Aniston. It's got all the things. Are they good movies? I will argue no. Technically, they're not good movies.
Murder Mystery was good, though. You know, it was really bad.
I didn't like. Well, hold on. I didn't like it, but I did like it.
Watch it again. I think you'll like it even more, or maybe not like it less.
I didn't like it like for the quality of the product, but for some reason I did enjoy it.
But they were able to execute something where you have a title, I forget the name of it, Cameron Diaz and Jamie Foxx, where we watched it immediately because, I haven't seen him in a while. Cameron's coming back from acting retirement.
I didn't hate it. I knew it was bad, but I didn't hate it.
It was so awful, Ghislaine.
That was bad.
It was so bad.
But it was good bad.
It was bad.
That was everything. That was like the type of movie where there's always one line in it where the characters look at the camera and say the title of the movie. like Cameron Diaz and Jamie Foxx would look at the camera and they go, "Do you mean we're back in action?" And
No,
that's
thanks.
it. They did it.
They wanted us to believe that they actually kissed in the mouth.
Man,
that's a real couple right there.
What's the Rotten Tomatoes on that one? It's better than I thought. 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's better than I anticipated. Wait, I've got it up. 30%, 60% audience.
No
They're with
way.
C-Line. Yeah, it's not that many ratings considering that it's such a mainstream movie. It's only got 1,000 or so. More than 1,000. 60% on Popcorn Meter, 30% reviewers. It's one of the few times when I think the reviewers are right and the audience is wrong. And every time I come here, I see that Sinners is still up there. If you haven't seen that one, that movie's
I haven't
super
watched
good.
it yet.
That's a good one.
Loved it.
You won't like it though, Celine, because Sinners is a good movie and Back in Action is a bad movie, so it's clear which one of the two you like.
And spoiler alert, they don't look at the camera and say sinners.
I like
You
both
guys are
things.
Sinners. We're out here wandering around with nothing to do and nobody to help us like some kind of Walking Dead.
Thank you.
Oh, they did it. They said the name of the thing.
They did come very close to saying the name of
Same.
Breaking Bad in Breaking Bad. It was like when Walter first seeks out Jesse Pinkman and says he wants to cook meth with him, and he's like, "When did you break bad?"
Oh, bitch.
I did it. It's the name of the thing. Happy Gilmore 2 dropping on Netflix for those of you who have it, which is most people, 3 a.m. Friday.
Sabrina, you've been corrected. Clearly, an anonymous texter says the sequel to Waterboy is Waterman.
Grow up.
That's why alligators are so ornery.
Because they got out them teeth and no toothbrush.
Do you have to watch the first Happy Gilmore to know what's going on in the second one?
No, there is
Asking
no.
for a friend.
Have
Happy
you
Gilmore.
never seen Happy Gilmore?
I said I was asking for a friend.
That's what people say when they're asking for themselves.
How about you stop assuming stuff? The news. Show.
You probably don't. I wouldn't think. It's about a guy who's
He's
trying
a
to raise
hockey player.
money for his mom and
His grandmother,
he's a
I
failed,
remember that.
For his grandmother, and he's a failed hockey player. And
That woman's
he,
dead AF, right?
He gets wacky. She's 1,000% dead, right? If she's not
Or
old,
1,000 years old. If she's
yeah,
still alive.
that lady would be way, way too old. Even the Chubbs guy died, right? Didn't he? The guy with the fake hand.
Not my
and that?
Chubbs.
Oh, rip that dude.
He was what he was from. I know he was in Mandalorian. That was when he was doing the most recently. But what was he in?
Chubbs?
Yeah, Chubbs was a big actor.
Oh, all right, fine.
He was in Arrested Development. He was the guy that Tobias keeps paying for acting lessons, and he's poor. He's like, you got throw some chicken on that bone.
You got yourself a stew going.
Yeah, put some vegetables in. Pour a
That's the
little
guy with
stock.
the wood hand, right?
Yes.
See, I did watch Happy Gilmore.
What was his name? This is gonna Carl Weathers. Bootsy
Carl
Moonshine
Weathers.
got it. Carl Weathers.
Well done.
All right. Quick break. When we come back, somebody says Sinners was terrible. You either don't like that type of movie or you have bad taste. That was a unique script, incredibly well acted by Michael B. Jordan.
Oh my God,
movie.
just about to say. Nailed it.
Great music.
I loved their trippiness of it all. You're an idiot, whoever says that.
By the way, beautifully filmed. I love a movie where you're just watching, you're like, damn it, this movie could suck, and just watching it is nice. It's good quality.
They had some moments where I'm like, the brightness cannot go up any further on my TV.
It was. I thought that was one of the better movies of the last. I guess this year. I think that came out this year, but I'm not sure. Quick break. When we come back, a couple arrested
Fun
for
back and
having
forth.
sex on an airplane. Well, I kind of gave away the story, but
That's illegal?
That's coming up. I'll get to the Sharon Osbourne thing that I talked about. We got jury duty on the way. Don't miss it. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Hey, this is Lincoln Kennedy. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
Pro wrestling icon Hulk Hogan has reportedly died at age 71. He was widely credited for helping popularize sports entertainment in the 80s. Bucks coach Todd Bowles says rookie defensive tackle Desmond Watson is on the non-football injury list to get his weight down from 464 pounds. And after dropping their...
Jury duty on the way.
Celebrate freedom from those old single-pane windows and that shabby front door with the beautiful designs from Renewal by
Hey, on the Koberger, the Brian Koberger front,
It's good to know that Renewal by Henderson
some of the information was released yesterday immediately after the case wrapped. They said, here's a lot of the investigative files from the police. Here's what we knew about this. And there's a lot of interesting details about what they call the curious happenings at 112 King Road. And they're saying that there was a moment when they came back to their house before all of this, where their door was off their hinges and hanging. There was a moment where one of them saw some guy just staring at them in the middle of the night. There was a bunch of run-ins, very strange things that preceded these attacks that killed 4 University of Idaho students. 9 days before the attack, the roommates came home at 11 a.m. to find the door open, loose on its hinges as the wind blew. They fixed the door. November 13th, 9 days later, obviously, they found the gruesome scene. There were other instances where they had saw somebody nearby looking nervous and acting strangely. All of this is evidence to suggest maybe that Brian Koberger was casing the place. What do we think, folks? Are we going to watch the Adam Sandler movie, Happy Gilmore 2? You going to watch it, yes or no? Happy Gilmore 2, do you plan to watch it, yes or no? You betcha? Yes? Yes? I mean, people just like Adam Sandler. He's a likable dude. Unless you're a pretty crazy, out there personality type, you're probably going to like Adam Sandler, and then you'll at least give him the time to watch the show. No Sandler movies for me. Hell no, says David Scott. Flat says yes. Lance says yes. Mel Bell says nope. Angie says yes. So it looks like men and women. Is annoying? He's annoying or I'm annoying? Both? Heads of State on Netflix was an okay watch. Who is this? Who is this? Obi-Wan Kenobi's Ghost. Heads of State on Netflix was an okay watch. I oftentimes want to have the power to reach into your world and delete your ability to leave reviews anywhere. Okay? I don't want to come at you, but if you watch Heads of State and walked away with that thinking, this was a good movie, I don't know what to do for you. Or with you. Three minutes and we're back with jury duty. Pretty sure Sandler's not expecting an Academy Award. It's a comedy. So all of these weird California or big city reviewer folks who are dwindling in number, thank God, praise the Lord, all of them are going to look at any comedy and they have no sense of humor and they're going to hate on it. They're going to look at any movie with like a minority lead, a sob story about the oppressor versus the oppressed, political overtones. Those are going to be 100%, okay, automatically. And then anything that's a comedy, bargain basement, 20%, 10%. Becky, come on! Sean, you look really cool in the new YouTube profile photo, not like you do in real life.
I found answers to all my questions, and I'm ready to get started. And so can you. Just go to Medicare.gov to get the real facts about Medicare.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-611-3113. That's 800-611-3113.
You've got apps for everything. Music, photos, even ordering coffee. But only one app gives you the live radio experience. It's radio your way. Anytime, anywhere. Join the millions already listening. The free iHeartRadio app. The #1 app for radio.
Don't let data limits hold you back from being the gift master in the family group chat. Switch to Straight Talk Wireless and get real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, available at straighttalk.com or Walmart.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Radio. 104.1.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out. This is the new.
It's on a lot of big cases we've been following. They don't want us following us. They're trying to get restraining orders against us following them, but we're following them nonetheless. And we'll give you those updates in jury duty in just a moment.
We'll also follow the case to get the restraining order. We'll follow that too.
Yeah.
We have really good mustaches.
At some point, it puts us in a bad strategic position with the judge. But
how dare you, Sean?
Here we are regardless. Okay, we're going to get into that. First, I have not worked in, I don't think, a single dispatch. I played one, right?
Yeah.
I played one. Let's see here. Here is Tangerine Scream is sending over a dispatch, and let's listen to that one.
Zero sympathy for him. The cops should not get reprimanded for anything, because if you're going to be that much of an idiot...
Oh, he's talking about the Jacksonville police arrest. He said zero sympathy for him.
That you have to get to a point where the cops break your window. You know what? Punch the dude in the face to make sure he doesn't drive off.
Got him.
Because now that's the next thing that's going to happen. And if it had happened, then, what then? The cop's halfway in the car, the dude drives off. Because that happens all the time. Just watch TikTok. But anyways.
He's full on what if now.
Somebody was not really paying attention to the entire situation. You see that the cop asked for backup to pull in front of the car so the young man wouldn't drive off. He also got into his police cruiser and pulled closer to the car. The vehicle was surrounded on either end, front and back, sandwiched in there, completely blocked from being able to drive off.
Why does that matter? He has made up his mind. He is yelling inside his 1996 F-150, and he is upset, all right? None of those facts are going to change anything about this. So zero sympathy for him. Here is, let's see, a lot of you chiming in today. Let's go to I'm Not a Hippie, talking about the Hulkster.
Rest in peace to the great immortal Hulk Hogan.
R.I.P.
And I just want to say thank you, Hogan, for giving us wrestling fans the two biggest moments in professional wrestling. One, he has the greatest heel turn in professional wrestling.
For those of you newbies, that's when a good guy goes bad, I believe, a heel turn. So when Hulk Hogan was like Mr. America, the good guy, and then he went to, I guess, MWO or something, right?
Two, the greatest moment, the most important moment when him and the NWO walked out of WWF on a live broadcast to go to WCW and sign a contract. That very moment led to wrestlers getting multiple year contracts. So without that moment, there will be no multiple year contracts for a wrestler.
Really?
So rest in peace to the great Hulk Hogan.
And you know what? From what I can tell, Vince McMahon would have chimed in on all of this and given you his thoughts, but he is furiously dirty texting with some random woman somewhere.
That and his face cannot physically move anymore.
It's hard for him. You have to give him several business days to respond. That's how it goes with him.
You know, we have a little bit of a Farrah Fawcett going on this week.
Oh yeah,
because I've seen a bunch of people mention it in the texting service and in the chat room. The musician Chuck Mangione. Does that
Luigi's uncle
name ring a bell?
I know it from I think King of the Hill.
Maybe he's famous for being a trumpeter, a flugelhorn player, and a composer. So he's not on the radar
and cool hat wearer
of a lot of rock music.
I thought for a second he was a fan of the president. I thought that's what you were coming in with, but you mean legit? He plays the trumpet. He is okay. All right. He's a trumpeter.
Trumpeter.
Yeah,
trumpeter.
No, you said trumpeter. I was lost there just for a second. He's a trumpeter. What else? Do I know him?
Flugelhorn player.
Oh yeah, he plays the flugelhorn. Love that.
Composer. He's just a very prominent
you don't
jazz
have a
musician.
lot of flugels these days.
What's his best jam?
Feels So Good.
Mangione? Chuck Mangione.
77.
Can you play just a tiny clip of that for me?
Feels so good.
That's not it. Does he sing? Is there actually words in the Mangione songs or no?
It said vocals.
Oh, okay.
Hang on. Let's see here. Let's get into it here.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Says play his song "Feels So Good." Everybody knows it. Was that "Feel So Good"?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, everybody knows that song. Yeah, clearly, definitely. Yeah, 100%.
Laura Vincent also died.
What's going on out there?
The Rocky Mountain lady, dead at 78.
Is there a very specific rapture that is now affecting lesser and lesser famous
I think there
people?
was a quota as far as the Grim Reaper goes.
All right, we are going to take a quick break. That's what we're going to do. When we come back,
Rest
I promise
in peace,
you this
everyone.
much. We're going to do the stories that would have been in jury duty, including this couple that got arrested on a JetBlue flight. Why? They were having sex on the JetBlue flight. You are not allowed to do that. But we'll talk about exactly what happened there. An update on the Candace Owens lawsuit situation where the president of France is suing her. Trump and AI, Sharon Osbourne, which I keep kicking down the road, the Epstein bombshells that are popping through. We'll put the Epstein stuff up first when we come back, and we'll work past that for those of you who don't like those stories. Trust me, there's something for everybody, and it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Storm season is here, and Florida power outages are no joke. Win a $20,000 battery backup from Solar Source. Enter now.
Earlier accidents getting cleared up here on Forest City Road between Riverside Park Road and Maitland.
You don't have to audio copyright mute? He's not going to sue you? Oh, is that how it works?
Typical delays you're going to be running into on.
What do I know?
See traffic trouble.
Just a real dumb person.
Change traffic tip line at 866
doing dumb things.
68477. From the traffic center of James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Pro Savings Days are back at Lowe's. Right now, get a 4-piece GE kitchen suite for under $2,000. Shop big deals in store.
God bless.
Today, valid through 8-1 selection varies by location while supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Eye Candy Energy Drink.
Excuse me.
Sweet life. For more information about contests on this station, go to
Cat Butthole says, I'm the only male in Florida that doesn't like wrestling at all. Is it weird that I thought you were a lady? What does that say? All right, we're back live in just a few minutes. Hello, everybody. Don't forget, secret shows tonight around 8 p.m. Streaming live on the News Junkie Discord. If you can't make that, don't worry. The show is usually posted around 5 p.m. or before 5 p.m. usually on Fridays. And you can watch or listen to it right on the website. Sean, not sued, demonetized? People tend to have very strong opinions about things that they know nothing about. It's one of those things. God bless. Chat Butthole is on Twitch, so it's a fair assumption they're relating. Kidding. Is Twitch heavy female? The platform isn't, that's for sure. Twitch as a platform is definitely not heavy female. It probably skews, I would guess, 65-35, 70-30, male to female. Maybe the news junkie Twitch. Not sure.
When it comes to plumbing problems, you want a helpful operator to guide you and an honest and reliable plumber to provide customized.
There's an instrumental Chuck Mangione tune everybody knows, but I can't find the name. Doesn't that say something? All I know of Chuck Mangione is that he was, I believe, and I might be wrong, I think he was featured on King of the Hill. I believe he was. Something to do with like a grocery store in King of the Hill. I forgot that story arc. We're all dudes, says Abraham Dragon Friend. Well, I know you're a dude, but there's, you know, some ladies over on Twitch as well.
Protect your home with Eustace Roofing, where quality meets reliability. Prepare for summer storms and save 10% on new roof installs until July 31st. Visit Eustace Roofing.
He was definitely living in the Megalomart in King of the Hill? Yeah. Love King of the Hill. I am so hesitant right now, though. So hesitant about the new King of the Hill, which is literally like a couple of weeks away on Hulu. There's something about the animation I just don't like. I don't like it. I don't know what they've done. I wish they would have done it exactly the same. Like, I know there's a desire to make things better if you reboot something, but I wish they would have made it exactly the same animation. 1 minute, 30 seconds. If only there were free alcohol on Twitch to bring the ladies over. Good luck. The podcast of the show has those royalty-free bops. That's just to connect segments so that when they don't put a commercial in, it's not just like jarring shit. I do that for you, you podcast people. I do that. Because I love you. I want to make love to you. By the fire. Lay you down by the fire. Make love to you. Oh, yeah. Coming back. 60 seconds. Here we go. Let's go.
LA's free heart scan, you can do that and then build a plan with your primary care doctor. And remember, there are no dyes, no injections. You don't have to take your clothes off. This entire process only takes a few minutes. So do what I did, what my wife did, what my in-laws did, what so many people in Central Florida are doing. Call Life Imaging FLA. Get this free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. Here's how you make your appointment. Simply pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say the keyword free heart scan. That's it. Pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan and you will be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Are you shopping for hurricane impact windows? Get your free quote now, reesewindows.com.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart Radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
They're best friends, unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the news.
Ride. The final hour of this show is known as the most hard-hitting broadcasting you could find anywhere. And definitely not like a stretched out stories that didn't make the cut. Definitely not that at all. You wouldn't think that. Go check us out. Learn more about the show. Subscribe to the podcast. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. And iStod emails the show. It says, I've been a long-time listener since you made it to West Palm Beach. Real Radio 92.1. Love our friends over there. Hello to all the fine shows on Real Radio 92.1 in West Palm Beach. We love you. We're happy to be on alongside you, to Greek and the whole crew there. We're just glad to be a part of things, man. We're glad to kick it with you. He says, I'm going to be a first-time grandfather to a baby girl in December this year. So I think she should have a News Junkie onesie.
Ooh.
Says, your garage is looking good since you kicked out your sidekicks. Thank you, iStod. Well, I have bad news for you.
So do I, because I may have
coming
had
back?
Yeah.
There are no onesies.
Oh,
Those
there might
do
have
not-
been one, but
I
after
don't
that
have-
last comment,
Yeah.
there's none.
But it really has improved around here. Morale has improved. It's just like
I miss Courtney. I miss chatting with her every day.
It's a glorious thing around here. Sometimes during the breaks, I'll be like, just solace. It's like, even Superman, doesn't he have a fortress of solitude? Doesn't he have his own like place? Was it? Batman is the one with the fortress of solitude?
No, that's Superman.
Yeah. She says it with
Batman
such
and
confidence,
Superman.
though. Here's
Pretty
the
sure
thing.
Batman had a place, so.
Of course, Batman had a place. He had a mansion.
Batman had to sleep somewhere, so.
Yeah, of course. Alex
He
emails
had the
the show.
Bat Cave.
Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. He says, talking about Tesla cameras, yes, the cameras are constantly recording on my Tesla. I can access them at any time, even from the mobile app. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Furthermore, if you honk the horn, it will save the last 10 minutes of video on the USB stick in the car that you can remove and save to a computer.
Every time you honk the horn?
I guess so.
I guess because they think if you're about to get in an accident or something's happening, you might be honking at somebody to tell them to get in their own lane or to not hit you, stuff like that.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Gregory also emails tips at thenewsjunkie.com. He says, in regards to the elevation of victims in the public sphere, it's called martyrdom. And the only difference between martyrdom and suicide is press coverage. Chuck Palahniuk, the writer of Fight Club and Choke, which was a terrible book that people say they like when they want to pretend like they're interesting sometimes. But thank you, Gregory. That's not the word that I'm searching for. I'm saying there must be some sort of social phenomenon, specifically in the world of politics, that will make people try to steel man all of their victims and not willingly admit to any faults. So,
Steel Man as in Superman, the guy who doesn't have a place to live?
kind of like that. It would be the equivalent of like when people go, today, so many years ago, is when poor Michael Brown died. Hands up, don't shoot. And you go, oh, about that. And it's like people can't go, oh, I'll admit to this or this about this person, but I think, what happened to them was wrong. There's this weird desire to lionize, would be the best way that I could phrase it, people who are victims of either police brutality or other things, when we don't need these people to be perfect. You just look at individual circumstances and say whether you think what happened was right or wrong, and then why you think that. Why? Like, this is a question people don't ask themselves enough. Like, what is your feeling based in? Why are you thinking that? Why are you saying this? Over to KG on the email side, tipsthenewsjunkie.com. Uber girls only. Check out the fine print. Uber is all inclusive. And if a nice lady orders a nice lady driver, it's a 50-50 chance the nice lady driver will have a nice penis. So there's that. Okay.
They're saying that they're trans women on Uber.
I guess so. All right. Okay. Booty Sweat says, I wanted to see if you saw this story, and links over to the Tallahassee Democrat, which, don't freak out, Republicans. It's just the name of a newspaper. It's probably some left-wing drool, but let's see.
Son of a bitch, man.
Oh, no. Is this the one you wanted for This Week in Florida?
That's all he asked. That is all he asked.
I'm not doing it then. I won't do it. No, I'm shutting it down.
Somebody
Ready?
emailed it in.
Weird.
Gone.
If you don't do it.
Nope, not doing it. You want to know what that great story is? You want your socks knocked right off your body like you've been hit by a vehicle in traffic? Tune in tomorrow for This Week in Florida.
Thank you.
Hosted by Christopher Dolores Lane. He'll be here to tell you all the amazing things happening. Or it's later on in this show, who knows. EP emails the show. He says, here's perspective from a retired police officer. Last email for now. I am not watching a 30-minute video from some YouTuber about this whole thing. I broke down the arrest footage of William Anthony McNeil Jr. and exposed how the original viral clip was cut to push a false narrative. I mean, literally everything is cut to push some sort of narrative. From my experience as a police officer, I can walk you through what really happened, what the edited video didn't show you step by step. From resisting arrest to drugs and a knife in the car, the breakdown puts the truth front and center. So there's like an effort to do all these things to get views on YouTube. It's grifting. If I could have 10,000 times more people watching all of the content I post on YouTube if I wanted to do it, I think it's lame. It's gross. I think it's better over time to try to get people to have at least some sort of respect for where you're coming from, even if you're saying things that they don't like and you're not just grifting all the time. All of these criticisms of what this guy did, some of them are fair. Like, yes, the guy in Jacksonville did not do the right thing. Yes, there were problems, blah, blah, blah. But if you don't believe at the end of the day that 100% that police officer was mad and purposely took an opportunity whilst he moved his body cam against the side of the vehicle and it wouldn't pick up on it to punch a person in the side of the face, then you're probably not operating on any sort of high level, number one. Number two, if you think this is the first time that police officer has used this little trickeroony, well, I got all the bridges to sell you. And I got a great deal on them. Because it's not, okay? It's absolutely not. All right, that's
everybody does something the first time, you know?
True. Yeah. I mean,
ask Brian Koberger.
Oh, man. Did you see the statement from the family member outside?
No. Were they roasting him even more?
No. Actually, they were roasting the prosecutor. It was extremely interesting considering our discussion about this case.
For the deal?
Locally, there was another plea deal, but he essentially named all of the plea deals in that specific area in Idaho that this particular prosecutor has made.
Wow.
One of them being like this husband who strangled his pregnant wife and was up for probation after 5 years. Or parole, sorry. You know what I'm talking about? Did we talk about this? Did I miss it? I'm sorry.
No, I don't know that particular story. But I feel that there is, and this is what I kind of mentioned just briefly the other day. I feel like there is some growing sentiment against making these deals. I don't think that even is just solely to the victims' families in a case like this. I think a lot of people are kind of feeling that, like, hey, why are we giving them these deals and then they can be smug and they don't have to tell the story of what happened, even
zero accountability or remorse or admission of guilt. From what I understand, the families of these victims with Kohlberger found out via email, not even in person, that
that's pretty brutal.
A plea deal was struck. It's I think that we're going to
better or worse than a text.
Ew, why you're singing on your phone?
I mean, there's only 4 people.
What's the subject line? Forward, :
You couldn't get on the phone and talk to one family member of the 4 people and then have them spread the word like, hey, we made a plea deal here. I guess I don't know. I was going to say I sympathize with the prosecutors who have to deal with this crap and don't want to fight these cases, but I don't really. I don't. It's an odd situation for me because I remain against the death penalty. I don't think that the state should be in the business of killing people because even one innocent person going through, which must have happened at some point in time, is crazy to think about and unacceptable. But if you are going to do that, and if society does choose to do that, then I don't think we should be throwing deals at people who are really bad human beings like this.
Smug and just nothing.
He was annoying.
Not giving the closure to the family. I will say, and I need to verify, but I think some of the information or details of what his life sentences are going to be like. And from what I heard, it was 23 hours a day or 22 hours a day in solitary confinement because of how high profile. And then the outside time, he is literally in a cage with the Gen Pop, like a chain to something, but there's not four walls around him, just bars.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up. I regret not clicking this story this morning. Ghislaine, can you look this up real quick? They said the bizarre or whatever, the strange reason why experts don't believe Brian Kohberger will be targeted or killed during his time in this Supermax prison. And I was like, what? Is there a reason why? Maybe it's that. Maybe it's that he's going to be so.
On this?
The story I said was like, the reason why he's not going to be targeted by inmates and killed, maybe it's what Sabrina's saying. Maybe it's like, hey, they're keeping him so far away from these other people that the opportunity won't even arise for that to happen.
I think Stefan Stearns is much more likely to get some sort of repercussion from fellow inmates. But
and then you think about that, and his statement was, I don't know how much peace that brought.
Yeah,
loved ones either.
That's actually
it was infuriating.
Really great point, Sabrina. Like the family of Maddie Soto,
Madeline Soto,
got to hear from Stefan Stearns, and the families of the 4 victims in Idaho. Was it? Am I getting that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the families of the 4 victims didn't get to hear but 3 words from Brian Kohberger. And, and they said, we wanted him to be made to speak about this. They go, well, we heard the other guy speak, and it was just absolutely not making things any better,
Yeah. They just completely deflected the whole time.
You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. It says, quadruple murderer Brian Kohberger not likely to be killed by his fellow inmates because the risk of them ending up on death row is too high, an expert has claimed. So wait, like the inmates would not want to kill him in prison because
they would get death row and he wouldn't? Oh, God, Jesus.
Boy, oh, boy.
Also, but I want to get to the story because I teased it about the Mile High Club. But I will say, I will fight anybody over this. This could be, I could probably do 2 hours on this. There is no state with dumber borders than Idaho. All right, I'll leave it at that. But there is literally no state in the United States of America with dumber borders than Idaho. The breakup of that state, the design of the shape of that state.
That little panhandle that goes upwards.
The thinnest of things. Florida has a panhandle for a reason, right?
But ours looks like a weenus.
But the border boundaries that they ended up with in Idaho are the absolute dumbest thing in the world. I can't get hung up on this, so I got to continue. Over to the smoking gun. Here's the story. They say, according to the cops, a couple was arrested for a mile-high sex act. I have the police report. The police officer says, I was made aware of a complaint of lewd and lascivious exhibition. Yeah. The complaint came in from the flight attendant, Mr. Brian Zepp, flight attendant / witness, who indicated several youths and their mother, these youths, had witnessed Miss Trista L. Riley and Christopher D. Arnold performing in sexual activity on board a JetBlue flight.
Like didn't go to the bathroom?
They were doing it on the flight. After he was informed of the acts, the flight attendant walked to Miss Riley's seating area and witnessed her making up and down movements with her head while she was face down on Mr. Arnold's lap.
That is bold.
Ma'am, I'm going to need your attention.
Sean.
What? This was what happened on the plane. Do you see what this is? The police report.
I'm just grabbing the audio of you.
It says, further investigation indicated Miss Riley was seen by 2 underage youths performing oral sex and the J word on Mr.
First of all, capitalized oral.
Yeah.
And then use the jargon for
you could put
stimulation.
I've never seen that in a police report.
This cop's like from Brooklyn or something. Here's what she was doing. The broad was doing this to him and this.
Oral.
All right, so there they go. They were busted. Don't do that, kids. Bad news. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get to the Ghislaine Maxwell update. Will she be testifying? That could happen next week, maybe on the show. I don't know. We'll see. I got some news on it. We'll talk about the Candace Owens lawsuit very quickly, Sharon Osbourne, and somebody who died on a flight and they lost the body. They lost this person's body. This is a weird story on the fringes out there, but that's what we bring to you here. And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic
Exit there. There's a crash getting cleared up on State Road 408 eastbound before Kirkman Road. That's off to the shoulder. Traffic starting to pile up in your typical areas on the major roadways. You're going to run into some slowdowns on I-4 westbound, getting off that ramp to State Road 408 there. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center of James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Taking a Walk Podcast.
I'm Buzz Knight, the host of the Taking a Walk podcast.
The unfortunate story we're going to miss today,
Fixing the tantrums on an upcoming episode.
which I think I might want to work into the show tomorrow, is this fantastic viral story about the woman who was arrested. And she was so fantastically C-wordy in the arrest video. She's going pretty viral right now, and I think it has more potential. And this is the woman who was busted shoplifting at Target. She went into the store. Her shoplifting was 7 hours long. The woman went into the Target. She started stealing stuff. And for 7 hours, she made her way around that Target store until finally she was about to leave. And they had the nerve to call the police on her. She's really something. Was she stealing beer? Did she take a lunch break? She must have. And I wonder if she stole that too. It says TikTokers are making video tributes to a woman who allegedly shoplifted Target for 7 hours straight after footage went viral online. Target Loss Prevention confronted her when she finally attempted to leave the store and called the police, who filmed her objections to the treatment via body camera. People are now visiting the Target in question to grab their own footage for videos featuring the sound of the alleged 7-hour thief trying to get out of the arrest. Jamisha Avlani. She was there for 7 hours. They accused her of stealing $1,300 worth of goods from the Target. $1,300. I want to spend some time on that. I want to explore that. Let me guess, she thinks she was wronged by the cops? Yes. She said, as they were like trying to arrest her, apparently, she's like, I'm ready to pay for this. I'm ready to pay. Would you rather do that next? Would you rather do that story next? I'll ditch all this other stuff. I'll punt it. I'll take it right down the field. Tell me if you want the Target lady story, and we will do it next. Maxwell next? Okay. All right. We're coming back in just a couple of minutes on the show. The Sharon Osbourne story, please. I promise you, I have it right here. 1,000% we will do this. Do a pivot, punt. All right, I'm doing. You know what? I'm doing the unthinkable. I'm doing the unthinkable. I'm doing the unthinkable. When we come back, I'm going to slam so many stories into this segment. I will not stop until Ghislaine demands that I go to break. I will not stop. We will get all of these stories worked in. I want to hear what you have to say. Bootsy deserves chatter of the day today? Maybe. By the way, All Day Yuckers still in prison. Worked his way up to lead honey bun resalesman. As far as I could tell, lead honey bun resalesman intends to get out, hopefully with good behavior, in the next several days. That's a Twitch user, just for those of you who are new. All right, it's time to come back. We're going to do this. We're going to do this Target story. We're going to do the updates on the Ghislaine Maxwell story. We got the Ozzy Osbourne updates. Who's going to tell me we can't do it? Who's going to say no? Let's do it. Overload us, Sean. I'm doing it. Let's fucking go. We are doing it. Buckle up, baby.
You can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You hear that? That's Mike sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. That's because Mike was smart this time. He took ZQL Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
I can't think about my Uncle Chris without thinking about the craziest night of my life. The Uncle Chris podcast tells the story of my Uncle Chris, a real character, a garbage truck driver from South Carolina who is now buried alongside the founding families of Panama. Wild stories about adventure, romance, crime, history, and war intertwine as I share the tall tales and hard truths that have helped me understand Uncle Chris. Listen to Uncle Chris on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Uncle Chris and start listening on the free iHeart Radio app today.
We are professional grade at Orange Buick GMC. Online at orangebuickgmc.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
They're best friends, unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the news.
I have teased so many things, and it's time to pay them off, baby. It's happening right now. Don't forget, you can learn more about the show and dive further into your viral news headquarters over at thenewsjunkie.com. Here we go. Let's get to all of these remaining stories because there's a bunch that I teased that I haven't gotten to. One is, what's going on with Ghislaine Maxwell? Is she going to be testifying? What's the haps here? This is an update from MSNBC. They're covering this. And by the way, I'm sure for 4 years previous to this, they have just been demanding the release of all of these Epstein files. I'm sure this is not a new thing for them at all. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche and Ghislaine Maxwell, along with Ghislaine Maxwell's attorneys, are meeting right now in the federal courthouse in Tallahassee. All day long, the Deputy Attorney General and Ghislaine Maxwell are going to chit and chat about what to do next and whether or not she will be selected to go before Congress, testify. They might toss. I mean, it'd be hard to toss a deal at somebody who's already been convicted unless she's got something real juicy there. She's also got an appeal that's pending out there. So I wonder what she would think about that. But there's talking going on, and that has moved forward with the Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche and Ghislaine Maxwell. Somebody with a tweet that got 1.3 million views in the last 24 hours thought this was kind of interesting. says, as a person who covered Ghislaine Maxwell's criminal trial and who has read through pretty much every single Epstein lawsuit, I find the current discourse to be in bizarro land. Of course I want answers. I have written to Ghislaine Maxwell in the hopes that she'd talk to me. No luck. But the idea of subpoenaing Ghislaine Maxwell for her testimony or interviewing her in jail, how does that work? She has a live criminal appeal. It doesn't make sense that she jeopardize it unless she gets some kind of immunity. And if she does, how can you trust her? She has every incentive in the world to get out of her 20-year sentence right now. You can try to corroborate or rebut what she says based on the vast universe of evidence collected in the criminal and civil cases involving Epstein and Maxwell. But Pam Bondi ousted half of the prosecution team. You're telling me that Todd Blanche or the people on the House Oversight Committee have familiarized themselves with all the details of her 10-year legal saga in the past week and are ready to talk to her? No, probably not. I want answers, but the way it's being handled, I only see it blowing up, sowing more mistrust and confusion. That would not be good. He says, give us Jeffrey Epstein's financial transactions, give us his texts and his emails. These are the things that will tell us about his life, what he did, how he did it, and how anybody else may have been involved. So that's where that is heading, at least at the moment.
And I think that would lend to this idea that that there may not be like a list. Like I think like people
like an actual smoking gun.
Some people say maybe it wasn't him that made the list. It was up to the people doing the investigation to formulate a list. And then this idea that there's not like a here's the people that pedophiled with me.pdf. But I mean, I still think there are.
Put that in size 72 font on your document.
A floppy disk at that point.
I think, I think there's information that people are that there is information that people want and that could be released, and there are people that don't want it released. But the list idea it seems like just an idea.
Do you think, C-Lane, that people have strange expectations for what is actually going to come out of all this? Like, you've been told about binders and this and that, but there's not going to be this thing where you go, ta-da! That's it. That's the thing we were waiting for. Like, if that's the case, which I actually agree with you if you believe that, if that's the case, then I don't know that there's going to ever be a moment where people are satisfied about this. I don't think there's like a win where people are like, oh, now we know the truth, but
it was just based on a list. Was there not when he first was arrested, or this all came to light that there was possible footage from the island?
There was security cameras that were put in place inside of his place in Palm Beach, but according to the people who have looked way further into this that I trust, there wasn't anything on that footage. As far as his island, I don't know exactly what they found on the island itself. That's more of an area of mystery for me. I don't know exactly what was out there, but it's certainly alleged, at least in common understanding of this, to be one of the places where that all went down. Candace Owens is responding to the lawsuit from the president of France and his wife, Bridget, who she says is a man. She says she'll stake her entire her entire career and everything else on it. She says, I will see you in court. To the Macrons, which, I mean, I don't know if you had a choice. You were going to court. They filed the lawsuit. Speaking of bees, maybe even wasps, there's a clip going viral today. Let's watch this poor lady try to be as professional as she can as a wasp bothers her during a live broadcast. This lady is doing her best. Here she goes.
Also advised there's no risk to the public.
All right there is a wasp on this poor lady. Ooh. It's like right on the lapel.
Those are relentless.
And it's going to sting her. It's hanging out.
Oh.
At the end, she kind of lost it a little bit.
I would have lost it much quicker.
She was you swat it away, and they'll come back and sting you even more.
It probably did. She was like, all right, we're keeping it cool. We're keeping it cool. Get the hell out of here.
I would have screamed and cursed live on the air.
On live TV. That's that. All right, now we got to keep moving. There's an AI action plan for Trump. He's trying to make sure that his plan comes true. He wants there to be large language models, that's AI, that are prioritizing historical accuracy, scientific inquiry, and objectivity. He doesn't want partisan AI bots. He doesn't want these things to be ideologically biased. He wants them to be neutral as much as is possible. And this is part of the 23-page action plan you could find called Preventing Woke AI in the Federal Government, related to an executive order. Officer stripped of duty. Yeah, we talked about that already. Somebody sent that in as if we didn't know that. Sharon Osbourne is speaking out after her husband Ozzy's death. She is talking about their entire relationship, which spans over 50 years. It was 1970 when Sharon's father, Don Arden, was managing Black Sabbath. They got married in 1982 following Ozzy's divorce from his first wife, Thelma Riley.
Thank you.
He had 3 children with Sharon, Amy, Kelly, and Jack, and 3 children with Riley. And she says that she's absolutely broken up by all that has happened here, which you can very much imagine. It's with more sadness than mere words can convey that I report what happened to Ozzy Osbourne.
Did you hear like this? What some of the talk was about a theory on Ozzy's death,
like how he died? No.
Yeah,
I guess there's
a little conspiracy, and Kelly Osbourne has denied this. But there were a couple outlets that reported on old footage of them talking about a suicide pact. Like if one of them was too much in pain to go on, and they were like, "What if Ozzy had an assisted suicide?" Surrounded by his family and the love.
Could have been. There was footage of him from a few days before. He looked a little rough, if I'm honest with you. Okay, let me play off this last tease here. A body of a person who died on an international flight to California is lost, unaccounted for. This is a flight that left Istanbul on July 13th. It was over Greenland when a passenger had a severe medical emergency. They died, and they said that the person was entering the U.S. airspace in Chicago. Once they were at Chicago's O'Hare, they were ready to handle the body, and they would be under the jurisdiction of Cook County Medical Examiner's Office, but they don't know what happened to the body. They don't know where it went. They don't know.
Put an air tag on the finger or something?
We lost it. We've lost the body as of right now. Now, I wish we had more time for this. This is why I wanted to run along. But this is my favorite current viral story that's making the rounds. I wanted to share this with you guys. A true historical landmark. People are making tribute videos at the location of a Target where a woman shoplifted for 7 hours.
What do you mean?
All right.
For 7 hours.
This woman went into a Target and proceeded to shoplift for 7 hours. And people are now going to this Target to, I don't know if pay their respects is the right way to say it.
Being in the Target for 7 hours and not working there is like the number one red flag.
Like
that's
she
a
came
long time.
Back in a 7 hour span, or in 7 hours she stuffed
I'm sorry.
pockets?
It says they're making tribute videos to a woman who allegedly shoplifted at a Target for 7 hours straight. According to the legend, Target loss prevention confronted her when she finally attempted to leave the store and called the police, despite objections that were filmed of her. I don't know if she curses, but let's at least
She stole thousands from Target and thought she'd walk away scot-free.
Ha! Gotcha.
Are they back there still?
No, they're right here.
Okay.
All right, they're going towards her right now.
Are they in the office still?
It's the police officer. Oh, they got her in the loss prevention
How much
office.
More than 300. Okay.
It was $1,500 worth of stuff total, according to this story.
All right, look, everybody knows the code to the loss prevention office now. Way to go.
That's true. They just showed her putting in the code.
Not the same codes.
Thank you. So this is Anaya. This is the info she gave me. She said she does not have an ID on her. She's been in the store about 7 hours or so. She said she's waiting for someone to pick her up. She's visiting here.
Okay.
Hey guys. She said she doesn't live here. She's from India. She's with family. They're coming to pick her up still. A few times. So basically,
I want to explore this, but we are so late. Do we have any more time or no?
No. Because there's so much to explore.
We'll visit this. We'll visit this tomorrow. We got a lot on deck.
If she
for a
took
busy
7
Friday
hours at Target, we can take a couple more hours.
I know. I don't even know. Like, what are you going to do? After a while, you've eaten all the Joyride and you've gone to the electronics department. There's only so many different options. We will go on that journey and down that rabbit hole together. I promise you tomorrow on the show. For now, what we're going to do is take a quick break. When we come back, we'll do the final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything up for a Thursday. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
This weekend, Real Radio 104.1 smells like the 90s. Classical.
This Laurel Blanchard here with your Thursday night forecast. After those storms slowly start.
Hey, Skull Mike Squad. Skull Mike Squad. Rate the show, rate the show, rate the show.
This report is sponsored by Red Pill America.
From 1 out of 10 to 10 out of 10. Rate the show for a Thursday. What do you think? Cat Butthole says 8. That's a solid 8 for Cat Butthole. Don't forget, sign up for secret shows or gift secret shows to claim one of these gifts. The No Shit Warlock pins while they last. Go get yours and keep an eye on the website to see if you can claim any of those gifted subs. 9.3 out of 10, says Tanya. 3 out of 10, Hulk Hogan died. Tough times. 6 out of 10, had to take a break to listen to Asmongold. I understand. His dad's dying. I understand. 8 out of 10, 8.69. 9.875 out of 10, only because of the sad news. You brought me great news today, 10 out of 10. Wow. 7.8, 9.3. All right. Now it's time for Chatter of the Day. Give me your suggestions for Chatter of the Day and why, and I'm going to go get Today I Learned from the printer. Oh, sorry, I'm back, folks. Try to get Today I Learned. No, it can't be All Day Yuckers. All Day Yuckers in abstention, running the honey bun grift behind bars cannot be Chatter of the Day. Sorry. That's it. Tanya on YouTube, Chatter of the Day. Tanya on YouTube, you're the best of the best. You're the best around. Nothing is ever gonna get you down. You're the best around. That's why everybody likes you so much. Tanya's the best. Today is no different for her. It's just a regular day of excellence for Tanya. It's a regular day of excellence. Okay. By the way, we have worked this all the way down to 4 minutes and 59 seconds.
In America, we're free
Yep.
to ride where...
Is this on Skull Mike?
Give me 1 second.
Remember those who fought to make this the greatest place on earth. Make your American journey on a new bike from space.
We're free to ride wherever the road takes us. That's why we remember those who fought to make this the greatest place on earth. Make your American journey on a new bike from Space Coast Harley-Davidson during the Freedom Riders event. Ride on us for the rest of the year with no money down and no payments until 2026. Discover more at SpaceCoastHarley.com. Ride free from sea to shining sea. Space Coast Harley-Davidson. Let's ride.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore.
Premier Men's Medical Center restores your sex life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate erectile dysfunction and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To restore your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Buying a house or selling yours? The Nickley Group makes it as easy as ABC. And 1, 2. Oh, and fast.
All right, folks, we're coming back to wrap it up. Can I tell you something? Not only do you look good today, you sound good, you smell good. Gosh darn it, people like you. If you wouldn't mind, could you just take 1 second and click that like button on YouTube? If you're on Twitch, go over to YouTube, click like, go back. I don't know what kind of message that sends to the algorithm, but do that. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Godspeed, Rip Hulk Hogan.
To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot, find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things. People. Love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Power outage? You're still rolling with Everdoor. Get $75 off a battery backup opener today. Don't let the dark shut you out. Everdoor keeps you moving. Visit everdoor.com, the garage door that lasts evermore.
We all remember that one teacher who made a difference, who believed in us, challenged us, made learning fun. Now's your chance to say thank you in a big way. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose, celebrating the incredible impact of public school educators. Nominate an outstanding teacher in your life who's gone above and beyond for their students to be among the winners of $5,000 to stock their classroom. Help us say thank you to the educators shaping our future. Get all the info and nominate a teacher who goes the extra mile today at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the...
The cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Thursday. Been a busy week on the show, and tomorrow will be no different. Lots happening as per usual, so don't miss any of it. And just in case, subscribe to the podcast. It's free at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, here we go. Final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything up for a Thursday. We might as well start with those final dispatches so some people can get their words in here.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play one.
True indeed. So let's see what we got here. My Piranha dealer has a final dispatch about Chuck Mangione.
Hey, Sean, it wasn't 3 days ago I realized that King of the Hill's favorite trumpeter, Chuck Mangione, was an actual live person.
He's real.
Today, I realize he's dead.
Oh.
Rest in peace, Chuck.
Short time.
Wiggle,
yeah.
wiggle, pop, pop.
You know, they had a short ride together, but...
There's a couple of people like, you guys didn't play enough of Feel So Good. You didn't get to the good part. Oh, all right, we don't have time.
Is there a good part? Is there
the part where it feels good, I believe.
Is there a part where it's like, oh, yeah, that jam. I don't think I'm going to get it.
That's in the mood.
I know. I only know so many songs that are just instrumentals like that, though. So here's Bart versus Bill Gates.
Hey, guys, I'm going to have to strong disagree with Sean. First of all, Deuce Bigelow is Rob Schneider, not Adam Sandler. Second of all, Mr. D,
Adam Sandler
Click,
movie, though.
Big Daddy, Billy Madison, those are all really good movies. And Happy Gilmore, too. So I'd have to strong disagree. Adam Sandler had really good movies, but I do have to agree the movies made since Grown Ups has been kind of subpar. But hopefully this new Happy Gilmore 2 movie will be pretty good.
I hope so.
Anyways,
I hope
have a good
everything's
show, guys.
good.
Bye.
I want everything to be good.
Bye.
But Click was pretty sad, if I'm honest with you.
Oh, I cried so much.
That one was a little rough.
You might have been right. I don't know that Sandler was involved in Deuce Bigalow.
I thought that was his production company, Happy Madison, right?
It could be, but he's not like listed as writer
director,
or director.
Producer. Okay. All right. I stand corrected if that's the case. That'll have to do it for now. I think actually we'll do the last one. This is somebody talking about Chuck Mangione. He's getting some love.
Afternoon, News Junkies. Hey, Sean, my dad was big into Chuck Mangione, late 70s, early 80s, jazz musician, very, very talented.
Okay.
I remember as a kid, my dad playing a lot of his records and throughout the house, and very upbeat, and I think he was still touring even up until a few years ago.
All right, good luck with the rest of the tattoo session, Crispy Bacon. It was hard to understand anything you were saying.
He's inside of an air conditioning.
Adam
his dad
Sandler
was a fan.
Executive producer of Deuce Bigalow. So you are right once again.
Take it back. I take back my take back. That'll have to do it for everything today. But tomorrow, I promise you more on the 7-hour shoplifting lady, whether you like it or not.
Yeah,
we're going to do all 7 hours. We're going to go beat by beat with her.
Step by step. Ooh, she's over there now. All right, let's get out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
Robin.
Big Doug Millionaire said, your dad was into Chuck Mangione? Gay.
Come on. All right. Today I Learned for a Thursday, July 24th, 2025. Today I Learned this guy.
50 Cent.
50 Cent is right. Rapper 50 Cent once dropped 54 pounds in order to better portray a cancer patient in a movie. The film, All Things Fall Apart, was straight to video. And all that work, man. Put it back on for the Super Bowl, though. Poor guy. And today I learned Dale Schrader was a man from Iowa who used his life savings to send 33 kids to college. He never married, had no kids, grew up poor, and worked at the same company for 67 years like a real-life Michael Scott. And finally, today I learned this guy right here. Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan is correct. Hulk Hogan was 6'7". But after 30 years of wrestling, he said he had dropped to 6'4". Tough. All those head hits will shrink you down there. Terry Jean Balea, rest in peace. Dead today at 71 years old. A wrestling legend is gone. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. Miss any of the show? Get the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you tomorrow.